Hello there, Cookie Monster here, and me going to tell you letter of day. Today's letter is, the letter S.
Not an S.
Well, here it's...
It means hope.
Wrong!
We killed that.
You will bow down before me!
Right up in the crotch,
Hello, welcome back to Big Screen Heroes.
We're back, bitches!
We're currently recovering from Comic-Con. Not San Diego Comic-Con, even though technically, after that very long episode, we're recovering from 2 Comic-Cons.
Oh, yes, the 3-hour episode, and then we were both recently at Manchester for the MCM.
Different days, I went Saturday, he went Sunday.
I did.
But yeah, we were both there, and I got sick. So I'm still sort of recovering, so if my voice is bad, it's not great. But who am I, you may ask, for new listeners, because we forgot to do intros.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm Mark,
I'm Charles.
and we are the Big Screen Heroes. So yeah, last week we did a different format.
Mm-hmm.
We missed a week in we missed a week in our usual format. We were going to do Rise of the Planet of the Apes in time for war. They kind of got mixed up. We had to reshuffle things. Then Comic-Con happened, so we thought we'll do an episode based around that. But we're back to our usual format now, and we decided, in a fair game of chance, that accidentally got deleted from the end of the last
Fuck
episode.
him, it's a fair game of chance. A flip of a coin is a fair game of chance.
You can't really do a flip of a coin when there were 6 options.
Yeah, no, we just picked.
We just didn't have a dice.
Yeah, that was true.
But yeah, in the last episode we picked some random cards from that had ace to a 6, and we each signed a film. Some were good, some were very bad, and ultimately I think we did end up with the best choice.
I don't know. Well, like, Van Helsing was a good choice.
Yeah, clearly you haven't seen that in a while then.
I still liked it.
As did I, and then I resaw it as like, oh, this doesn't hold up as well. But ultimately it was a random choice, and we ended up with Man of Steel.
Yeah.
So technically, out of movies, it was probably the best made out of all our film choices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, none of us were a winner though.
No.
So this we might get a few Marvel fanboy comments.
Well, like, we still like this film. It's not.
I don't.
Alright, I like this film. I like this film. Granted, it's been like a year since I've seen this film, so it's from what I remember, it served well. Saying that, I also said the same thing about Dawn of Justice, and that genuinely fucked me up.
Yeah. Well, thankfully I deleted that video of you agreeing to those.
Yeah.
I deleted that history
It
on the
doesn't
internet.
exist anymore. Haha.
Yeah, so once again, for any new listeners, our style of video is we just talk over the movies, give our little feedback, some trivia. You can watch along with us by pressing play when we say we're about to press play, and we do a little countdown thing. Or hopefully our tones fit well as just a podcast you can listen to in the drive or the walk, or you can just sit there and watch an image of a theatre screen with some images.
Yeah.
But hey, we're cheap. Well, I'm paying off for royalty fees.
You're not meant to let them know we're cheap.
We're on YouTube. We're doing this for free.
I'm aware of this, I know.
We don't have Patreon yet.
No, that's true.
But if you'd like to keep the lights on, even though we watch with the lights off. But yeah. No, we're not in for the money. Yes.
No, we do this because we have too much time on our hands, and we have opinions on movies.
Clearly, that's why the schedule's been so messed up, is because we have too much time on our hands, not the fact that we can't work around our own schedules. But anyway, if we're delayed long enough, gonna do a little countdown for the movie. Hopefully all that's well. You should be seeing a countdown coming up soon. We can start in I'm gonna press play on our Blu-ray player. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, yeah, I hate this thing. I really hate this thing. Okay, it is officially playing now. It just decided to delay for me again. Okay, so
I don't know how you do that every time.
okay, so if people who are syncing up, the Warner Brothers logo should have just passed, and it's all this weird grey sepia tone. Look, we're doing cool alien language thing. Oh, I'm not interested in this movie whatsoever.
Do you realise it was only because of Guardians of the Galaxy that DC decided to even think of adding colour into the movies? It is, cause like
yeah, Suicide Squad, yeah.
ever since like Suicide Squad's the only one we have colour, and even then the Justice League trailers are like little hints of colour. It's all there, man.
I'm not saying you're wrong, it's just I'd like to think it wasn't Guardians that they were trying to.
Oh, it's obvious as fuck what they were doing.
I've tried not to be a Marvel fanboy
Wait,
and say like, look, do you see a copy?
I'm not saying it as a knock. I mean like ever since let's be honest, ever since fucking Guardians, everyone copied it.
No, that is true. Every trailer's now the Guardian style, which you can flash back to our Comic-Con episode for opinions on that.
I ranted about that one.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Those things in the back are just creepy, just floating around, just showing pictures of hearts and babies.
Yeah.
Also, Kingpin's wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, she shows up in Daredevil as the woman Kingpin falls in love with.
All right. Fair enough.
And weird cow turtle thing.
Ooh, no teeth. I've always liked the idea of like what Krypton would be like beforehand. It's just giant penises.
Okay, which version do you prefer though? This or the original?
The original.
But the most dangerous planet in the world, because there are sharp crystals everywhere that you would not be able to raise a child on because they would just run straight into one of those crystals.
I still liked it because it was its own thing in terms of its own. Like it had its own defined look on everything. Whereas this is just like it looks like a generic sci-fi of what we have now for every other sci-fi film. Like Escape to Jupiter.
Now, boss, here's a question. Did they copy off this? Or so you mean Jupiter Ascending?
Yeah. I didn't watch the film. I just knew it was. I just seen clips of it and seen.
No, I can kind of see where you're coming from. But obviously, you only saw this. You saw this film. I can tell you the date you saw this film.
Really?
It was March 24th, 2016.
Right.
Because Batman vs Superman came out March 25th, 2016, and you saw it the day before,
yeah,
didn't
I'm
you?
aware I saw this the day before that. I'm not saying I didn't.
No, but I'm just saying. To you, this is still a very recent film.
Yeah.
So you've seen other examples that have come out since of this style of sci-fi society.
Yes.
Like any that have come out since 2013.
Yeah.
You might have already seen before you saw this movie.
Right.
So what I'm saying is like maybe it's like saying give me an example of a sci-fi film of recent years. I'm drawing blanks. I'm really drawing blanks.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm drawing.
Sci-fi. Jupiter Ascending.
I'm thinking more just okay. It's like someone saying Star Wars copied off Guardians of the Galaxy because they stole Star Wars for the first time last week.
No, I know what you mean like that, but what I'm saying is I never said it was like copying. I just said it's like.
Yeah, no, I get what you. Yeah.
It's a generic look all the way around now. So. Also.
I'm a scientist.
Yeah, that
I'm designed only for science, according to the rules that we're setting up here. But I can take down soldiers.
See, that was the one thing I never understood. It's like that was the whole thing. It's like Superman's dad's a scientist.
No. I'm calling bull on that bit there.
Which?
With the little pin art thing shows Laura's face. I assume, based on that technology, that she's got one hair end that has just his face coming out.
Right.
Can she see what's behind him? To be like, oh, look out!
I don't know.
That in the cinema when I first saw that weirded me out.
Unless she's got like a bigger screen monitor.
She's got this big, huge IMAX screen set up just for a Skype call.
Why does the robot need to be on the alien flying thing? It could fly.
What do you mean?
Like the robot thing that he's using to contact his wife got on behind him and it's holding behind
It's
him.
not that fast.
What?
Maybe it's not as fast as them.
No, but it could still fly.
Maybe he can't go. Meet me at this location in case Zod hacks into it. I don't know. Oh no, technically it is. It is just floating behind him.
Yeah.
So it was still flying.
Yeah, it could. But why did it need to like?
Because he's contacting Laura and he's got to tell the people, I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
I'm the angriest scientist in the world. I'm gonna go fighting around other worlds. God, I hate Russel Crowe.
I don't mind him. I don't mind Mr. Crow.
Oh, these first few scenes of Aquaman don't look too bad.
No, not bad at all. Actually, pretty good. So, from what I'm looking at, he's literally swimming. If I'm right from the lore of this movie, he's technically swimming in a womb.
Yeah, there's a lot of baby goo up in there. Also, yeah, that's kind of creepy that every one of them is born from this weird
And how did
skull.
how did that not just crack when he just like smashed it on a rock? How did that not just crack? I don't give a fuck if it's like
baby goo power.
No,
it's surrounded by baby goo power.
I don't give a fuck if it's like.
Because I'm a scientist, I'm not that strong.
Oh, God damn it.
Science. Oh.
Is this how they sell science now to kids? There's like you can go on adventures and you ride on a boat and fight around the world.
Yeah, that's how Alien. Look at all our scientists. They're just like you, where they don't know anything about science.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's that? Run vertically. Wait, sorry. Run horizontally. No, I'll run vertically, and I think that's going right toward.
Oh God. Was their moon like cracked?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna miss that. Well, yeah.
Huh.
That's Ruby. Well, isn't it? We see when. Oh, Aragon.
Fly, you fool.
When we see in a bit, like when the actual planet explodes, there is either a moon or another planet right next to it that also gets exploded as well. So obviously, I think that one's more closer. Also, seriously, he had to explain to them that the planet is blowing up when clearly they can see. Oh my God. Sorry for that audience. That the moon or the planet next door is cracking. I understand he's the science,
Yeah.
but surely could they not program brains into anyone else in this weird one job?
I don't know.
Also, I call bull. There's thousands of years, not one of these aliens has ever wanted to just bang. That Russel Crow's like, I'm gonna do what I want.
I'm doing this for science.
They have such genitalia. And it's been thousands of years. Why is that still part of the evolution if they no longer need it?
Are you telling me Kryptonians have evolved past the point of sex?
No, this film is saying that. Because this is the first natural bear. Because every other child.
Oh, it's the first natural bear for 1,000 years. Or however long.
Yeah.
So they've deemed it like. you know what, this whole test tube baby thing, this works out better for us, we're gonna go with that. So that's a fair enough statement. No, you're actually got a good point. What the hell? Why, if they've evolved beyond that, why would they need it?
Yeah. Also,
The only thing I can say is it's just to get still used as a waste organ.
my god.
That's pretty what it is.
No, but what is it with these Superman movies with child dick? There's a baby dick in this one, and there's a kid's dick in the original, the same 70s one.
Because I don't know.
No, it's like, I don't want to see this.
No, but
There's a very creepy portion of people who want to see this. Do not give them a reason to see this.
no, it's creepy. It's just the way, like, I mean.
No, that's creepy. The way you're stroking that head.
Yeah, that is. I've only known you for like a few days, son.
In a few days, he was just born.
Yeah, good point.
We've literally just watched him be born. We don't need baby dick hanging out like that.
Why do you keep noticing?
God, it's right on screen. I mean, I'm trying to pay attention to Russel Crowe's amazing acting, but we got it on mute. So
That's it.
well, this is literally Apocalypse Now for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that had Marlon Brando in as well. Oh, the irony.
Also, he lives in the penis house.
Oh, they all live in penis houses.
He lives in a penis house. It's funny. Also,
Stop trying to blow my penis up.
also, Sod's a scientist.
No, it's not.
No, I mean, Jor-El's a scientist.
Yeah.
It's.
Well, Jor-El's meant to be a scientist. What's wrong with that? You mean Russell Crowe's a scientist?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Russell Crowe's a scientist.
Oh, get that. Marlon Brando was meant to be a scientist.
God damn it.
Now for the
Nope,
greatest fight
nope,
in all time
nope.
of who can chew the most scenery. Let me at it. I want to rip it up and eat it.
No, why would a scientist need battle armor? I disagree with this.
Also, how can there be houses on this in this world?
What do you mean?
Like there are no natural births, so technically everyone comes from the same thing, don't they?
Yeah.
So how are their houses? Like House of L?
Yeah, because they've obviously been adopted into that family. They're all bastards. They're all Jon Snow.
Oh, so the L family is the bastard of the North.
Yeah, that's
in
what
this
it
universe.
is. That's what it is.
And the Zods are the King's Landing group.
Yes, they're the bastards of the west. They're the bastards of the
South.
West. Lannisters originally come from the west. Castellero.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention.
I pay
It's like,
attention.
that's the gore, I pay attention to that.
He's a scientist.
No, forget that, they're old men. That's what's wrong with it.
No. The whole
No, I just suddenly realised, this wasn't actually meant to be in the film. If Russell Crowe just really wanted to fight Michael Shannon, and they went, Zack I was like, just keep filming. This is amazing.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Michael Shannon said he could act better. No!
right, that can't get over.
You kneel before me, Zod.
What, like, this is something. Is it me? Because it's been a while since I've seen the film. But aren't all crypto, because of the way they're born now, isn't it that they're kind of like modified to genetically pursue one job?
Yeah.
Jor-El's a scientist. How is he able to how is he able to be on par, if not better, than their general, who is a militarian expert and should know how to fight, should be the better fighter in this fight? No, answer me that right now.
Because he broke tradition and got to choose his own path.
No.
No, I'm not. No.
The movie fucks up its own logic in the first few minutes.
Well, it was clearly, it's like, we've got to set up the birth scene. But with it being Zack Snyder, we can't have a long scene of just character development. We're gonna have some action in there. He's gonna jump off a flying cow, insect aliens, and he's gonna dive into a pool. He's gonna grab a skull and awkwardly fight CGI-ly with Michael Shannon.
You could have done that with Zod on its own, where like show him his proper descent into attacking.
Excuse me. Well, hindsight's a bitch.
Like you could have done the whole thing where it's like, who the fuck just shot that down?
I don't know. I guess the people who are against the people who are literally about to hear the arrest Zod.
Oh right. I was like wondering, like, who the fuck shot that? No, but you could have done the whole thing of his whole team. You could have started off with Zod. They know Krypton's about to fall, so it's basically he's doing everything he can to save it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have done the whole thing of him trying to break into their to their big council thing, override them and be able to fight. You could have started from there instead of having fucking Russell Crowe going, "I'm going to go and see it, my son."
No, I'm just gonna push on that. We're watching it mute with the subtitles on.
Yes.
They've just given this old guy here, who's passing the judgment.
Yeah.
They've actually just gave him a name in the subtitles to say who's saying the line.
Yeah.
It's Law M. This guy's name is never brought up. It could have just said Kryptonian.
Yeah.
It's like whoever did the subtitles added extra lore into this movie, literally by adding Law M.
Well done, you, good sir.
No, I just found that really odd. It's like, yeah, we never hear this guy's name. He's not important.
Oh, this is the I will find him now.
I will find him. I will find him. You reckon he's gonna find him?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, here's an idea. Maybe freeze them so they can't escape from this planet. Well, you guys all escape into a phantom zone of some kind. Maybe that'd be a punishment worse than death. Might not be able to escape your own death.
Yeah, they still send him.
Literal.
They still send him.
Figuratively.
They still send him to the Phantom Zone, don't they?
Yeah, and then
Wait, is it the Phantom Zone though?
No, they send them to the Phantom Zone, and it opens up once Krypton explodes because it locks. Whatever it is they've used it to lock is on Krypton.
Yeah.
And when that blows up, the lock opens.
Right.
So they immediately get out.
Ah, I see. Okay.
That's what's like.
But would that not also mean everything else that was in the Phantom Zone also escapes?
Probably. I don't know. Do you really think they're gonna follow that up with a sequel?
No. But by that logic, would it not do the same thing?
Maybe everything else. Maybe they haven't had to send anything. I'd assume they haven't had an uprising in thousands of years.
Wouldn't it have been better to have? I don't know. Doomsday come from that?
After what we've just had with Doomsday?
Wouldn't it have been better? I stand by my original statement that it should have been like Bizarro.
Oh yeah, no, in Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, there should have been Bizarro, not Doomsday.
Would have made more sense, and it still ties into comic continuity.
Yeah. Doomsday comes from that. He's like.
He doesn't come from the Phantom Zone.
No, but I mean, in this, you could have had that from that, one of the creatures that escaped from that. He could have been like the dark secret that Kryptonian had of past failed experiments, and that was where they sent it, and it's now escaped and it's now made its way to Earth. And they could have easily have had it tie in that it was the House of L that was the ones that were responsible for putting it back in, so it would explain why he could.
New Russell Crowe science.
See, I made up a better plot than you. Krypton is destroyed now. It's imploding in itself and then explodes. And so Kryptonite flies off into space. That's how everyone.
No. Where was that other planet that was blown up?
And apparently the Phantom Zone.
Because the moon that was right next to them was still intact.
And the Phantom Zone is just a. Oh no, the baby. I was gonna say it was the. Oh, he sent him through a wormhole. That works. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to shoot him down.
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta get him before he's...
Goes into the web.
Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise, because it's always different versions. Sometimes he's sent off as a baby but doesn't arrive till he's a kid because he's been flying through space for years.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I remember that there's one continuity, but he's born in the ship. It's like the ship is like it is like a part of Lara's womb.
You telling me Russel Crow fucked the ship?
Tugger! You know, he's kind of lucky there that guy pushed him out the way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that thing would have bounced off him and everyone realised, oh wait, he's Superman.
But he's not Superman at this point, is he?
No, but it's like, oh, this guy's a freak. This thing just bounced off him and crumpled itself.
Yeah, it's just like, that should have killed you. Yeah.
And it bounced off you like it was a feather. And then decided, I'm just going to implode on myself.
Yeah.
Because of the force.
Well, I forget what he's doing. Why is he like... Is he trying to discover himself doing all this crap?
I'm trying to... Because I know in the bit where he's working in like the restaurants.
Yeah.
He sees on the news that they've discovered something in the Arctic, and that's what inspires him to go find the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think this is just a soul searching thing.
Oh, right.
Thank God he had Hulk logic and his pen stayed on.
Yeah. Also, that crew just realised they're a man down now. They're fucked. It's just they had the right amount of people to run that ship, and he's just gone and bailed on them. They're fucked now.
I see they didn't CGI this mustache. Yeah, that's topical now. Oh, have you heard that news?
What?
Because obviously Josh Whedon's had to take over as director for Justice League.
Yeah.
And they're currently doing some last minute reshoots.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's is playing the villain in the next Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And he grew out a mustache to play said villain.
Mm-hmm.
But they've had to call him back to do these reshoots, and he's still got the mustache. But they're still doing the main film, like the principal photography for Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
So they've said, no, you can't have him remove his mustache. So when the movie comes out, all extra scenes that will have Superman in, it's going to be digitally removed.
A CGI mustache.
No, he'll have a CGI no mustache. So yeah, when that movie comes out, every time Superman's on screen, look at his upper lip to see if it pixelates.
Will do. Oh, okay. Oh god, what's with this? Oh, lens flare. Why? Okay, I actually thought this was actually pretty good. To explain, like, how you explain his
Well, thank God it only showed his X-ray vision only showed that far. Would have been...
It was like a scene from oh, what is it? What's that film with Roddy Piper in?
Oh, They Live.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like
Superman just walks into beat up Zod at the end. I'm here to chew gum, kick some ass, and I'm all out of gum. No, I do like.
No, I
pretty much every scene with its kid Superman.
Yeah.
I like that. It's only the Jonathan Kent stuff that ruins it.
Hmm.
It's like, no, but it's like every bit that's got Jonathan Kent in would work if it didn't have an extra. It just needs that extra one line, and then it's all fixed, and it's a great scene. It's like the bit where it's like the bit where it's like, oh, should I have let them all die? And he's like, I don't know, maybe, and it just ends awkwardly there. In the trailers, when I saw that, I was expecting, oh, there's another line where he goes, no, you're right, son. You had to save them. No, it's just, be a murderer.
No.
Be like Batman. Kill everyone. I heard this Bat Vigilante's been out for a while.
It's genuinely like, this is real good stuff, because it's like, how do you deal with a kid who has this ability, this power? How do you like keep him like keep him at least sane or safe.
No, so, wait a minute. Just flashback to. I think at that point we've just seen in the flashback. Then
Yeah.
Batman might already be around.
Batman might already be around.
So I want to say they say in Dawn of Justice, Batman's been around for about 20 years.
Right.
Let's assume he's maybe 10 years older than Superman.
Right.
Superman's in his 30s in this, and
Right.
Batman. Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
Let's say 35. Batman's 45.
Yeah, alright, I'll go with that.
So Batman starts when he. That kid wouldn't have been too far off 10.
At that point, yeah. Which would have mean Batman would have been starting out.
Yeah, he'd be in training at that point.
He would be on that. He would be in that point, yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird to think that at that point we're nearly to Batman.
But he would retire at this point. So he would.
No, he didn't retire. He was just.
He retired. He clearly was gone long enough.
No. I think it's established he was still always around. Maybe like after the death of the Robin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like he's retired. He retired after that. He retired after the death of Robin.
No, because I never got that sense from the film that he was retired. Like when going into the film and you see all the trailers, it does look like a man coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
To put on the suit to beat Superman.
Yeah.
But when the actual film, it's when you see him first go into the Batcave, it's just like, yeah, I'm here, whatever. No, because the first scene, we see Batman. He's helping the girls who've been trafficked, and the cops go in. And it's
Yeah, but
the one who has seen Batman, because one of them's like, oh, I've never seen him before. That's kind of, but it's not like the Dark Knight Returns where it's like he's been gone for years. It's just like this guy just hadn't had a chance to see him yet.
Yeah.
Like the other guy's not surprised that Batman's.
I don't know. It always came to me that he'd been gone for some time and he's only coming back now only because of the whole Superman scenario and incidents.
Oh no, I think there's a line where it says like, no, it's in the extended version
Right.
where there's a guy Clark's talking to, and he's like, because he's trying to investigate the Batman,
Right.
because he's writing up the story that Perry doesn't want him to write, and he's talking to some fellas like, this guy's like, there's a new meanness in him, implying that he's still been around, but all within this last year since Superman's, he's pure rage now.
We're about to get the.
Oh yeah, so we've got Lana Lang, who we'll probably never see again, which is sad because in Superman 3 and in Smallville, I always thought she was the better love interest for him. We always end up getting Lois Lane. I get it, it's a trope that they have to get together, but I don't ship that. I ship those two.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I genuinely know it is a genuine thing. Like I do love, I really like the idea of the young of a young Clark Kent, of how he deals with his powers.
Well, Smallville is the show for you then, my sir. 10 full seasons.
No.
But he meets young Aquaman and young the Flash
I'm good.
and young the Arrow.
No, this
Oh wait, no, sorry, Green Arrow.
this is this line of where I'm like, should I have helped?
Yeah, it just needs that line where he realizes what he's just said. And it's like, no, you did the right thing, instead of just maybe kill him next time. Be a hero. What? Don't contradict yourself, Dad.
No, but like in his sense, I understand where fucking Jonathan Kent's coming from. Where like,
Oh yeah, because that's not even more suspicious, is it?
which
Oh, these kids died on the bus. But this one kid was able to get out. Oh wait, what
No,
happened?
but- no,
the
but,
door
like,
smashed
no, but,
open.
Like, I understand that, but why is it? What in this case? It's a case of like he can't really answer that question. It's like he knows his son's done the right thing. He's not disputing that. But what he's disputing is he doesn't want his son to be known in the world. Like he doesn't want him to be like. He doesn't want him to be exposed. He wants to keep his son safe. So it's a risk. It's kind of like a risk of like. Do you risk saving the kid? Do you risk all that crap and all that? That's what he was trying to do. He's trying to make sure.
Oh no, I get what they trying to set up for this character.
Yeah.
The execution does not work whatsoever.
It's Kevin Costner. What do you expect?
No, I mean like it's the writing. It's like, yeah, you can tell me that that's what the plan is.
Yeah.
And I believe because that's what the character of Jonathan Kent should be doing. But whoever's wrote this, the Kevin Costner's acting in this, none of it comes across that that's. It's like he's doing it for really selfish reasons, but it's not selfish reasons for himself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for Clark's benefit. Like who's he doing this for?
No,
I don't get his motivation.
I understand what you're saying. So I understand where you're coming from, but I've always just like. I've liked the idea because like when you come to him meeting his real dad, Russel Crowe, it's a case of like.
His hero is idle.
Yeah, like when he gets to Russel Crowe, it's a case of like. He goes in the whole "you're here for a better purpose, Clark," and like so it's kind of like more pressured into becoming Superman type thing.
This line here, do it. That's a great line. Was like, "Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?" And he's like, "You are my son."
Yeah.
That's a great line. A better performer would have sold that. And a better script immediately after this. Like, give him better stuff to work with. Besides that line, because that's a great scene, but every other scene it's like he's ashamed of Clark.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean, it's like
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, I get what his motivation's supposed to be, but the way it's presented, it's like I don't get it.
He just doesn't want.
And now the introduction of Superman's greatest villain, the guy who shoves him, and then he just goes and wrecks his truck
in one punch.
Also, yeah, when we come to it, I'm sorry, when you see how bad it ends up, how did he do that without anyone hearing?
I have no idea.
Because he couldn't even fly at that point, so it's not as if he could have flew it off somewhere, ran those power poles through it, and then flew it back.
No, that's a good point. No, but like, as I was saying, like with when he gets to Russel Crowe, it's kind of like he's pressured into the whole.
No, this guy is like the worst childhood ever.
Sorry.
This guy is just like the worst childhood ever.
I know he did. It was like I said, but when he gets to Russel Crowe, it's like it's kind of like more pressured into being Superman. It's like you're here for a better purpose. These people can do great. You can teach them and all like that.
This is what I'm saying. Oh, laser his face, Clark. You know you want to laser his face.
But like,
snap his neck.
But with Russel Crowe, not with Russell Crowe, with Kevin Costner. And that was when he decided I'm gonna fuck with the truck.
No, it's like, he do awful in my job. I have to deal with horrible customers nearly every day. He can't handle one. Okay, to be fair, he's had a drink poured on him. That's.
To be fair, yeah.
So no, that is not a secret whatsoever. Also, he's the first person to walk out to notice that. Also, Clark just happens to know which truck his was.
Yeah.
It's like, he just walks out like, thank God that's not mine.
Yeah.
Guy
when he goes in there, it's like day. He comes out at night. How has he not worked that out?
Yeah, and they kind of poorly set up that Clark's working here. It's like, that's him right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, yeah, I know that.
No, but it's like, it's such unfocused, that shot. Because for the first few times I saw this, I was really confused. how we got to this Antarctica place or whatever it is. Oh, no, it's probably Alaska. Probably if you got a truck up.
Yeah, it would be Alaska, wouldn't it?
Or is it? It's got a picture of a polar bear on the. Oh, well, whatever this is.
North Pole.
You're not gonna get a truck up to the North Pole.
You can get a truck up to the North Pole.
Yeah, no, that's what it's usually meant to be. Because this ship that they find is meant to be. Oh no! No, it would. Oh, okay. Clearly, we've missed a line of dialogue.
No, it's the North. It's in the North Pole.
I just find it awkward that he hitchhiked up there.
If he heads up north high enough, he can do it.
And then gets across the ocean.
Because he has to cross. It's not like a giant. Well, it is a bit, but there's like little sections you can get on boats over.
I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just.
Or he's just joined the exhibition team, and then that's his best way to get.
Oh no,
there.
it's just because. What I'm getting at is it was clearly I was really confused of how he got there because that shot where you see him part of the team, it's so unfocused and doesn't focus that is him because he's got his hood up, a hat over his eyes, and it's like, and then he just shows up later. It's like Superman's here now.
Yeah.
And it's before he's established his power, so once again he's not as if he's gonna fly over. Yeah, once again, but once again, just really unfocused.
Because they're trying not to give it like the hint of that he is there.
Yeah, but to who? Who do these people don't know who he is? So who do they care?
Audience.
Clearly, an audience member who does care does not agree with this. Also, yeah,
What?
not the best Lois Lane.
You're not a fan?
I was never a fan of the character.
Well, tough titties. That's what you got with Superman.
No. Oh my God, Bigfoot!
Your Barbara Snowman! Finally got it!
But there are ways to sell the character. I like the one from the Superman animated show.
Right.
I really like that version. Like she was the one smart, sophisticated, and wouldn't let anyone she'd throw herself into danger, not expecting Superman to come rescue her, but that was just because that was part of her job.
That's like in the very first Supermans.
I get a real sense of arrogance with that.
But that was that whole. But that's the character in the case of she's independent. She does what she can to do to get where she wants to be.
There's a difference between confidence and arrogance, though, and I think most versions go with the arrogance, and that's what I don't like about the character. It's like she always I guess she does look down on a lot of people she works with.
Because she's in the press. She's not supposed to be your friend, is she? She's not.
Yeah, but I don't see how that should be the type of person the symbol of hope. Why? The symbol of hope that everyone should aspire to be like, according to Russel Crowe in this movie.
Yeah.
Would be interested in.
The reason he likes her is because he can see that she's willing to do anything to achieve her goals. He admires the ambition, the drive that she has as an individual.
No, but like I said, you can still do that by being just a nice, confident person. But when they just add the arrogant level to it, it's like
you need that arrogant one because it's.
Well, at a degree.
You need it because you have to get the idea that Lois is kind of motivate. It's kind of like that motivation. You become that. It's with that motivation you become isolated in your own self. You become more into your work, more focused with your work. You become more of an outcast the more you become engraved into your work.
But
Get it?
No, I do get it. I just don't agree with it.
I didn't say get it, I said daddy.
Oh. Sorry, I was paying attention to you rather than the film.
No, it's that's the whole thing is the case of he falls for Lois because of that he likes that aspect of it. Like she's very motivated. Granted,
I know. I walked on set by accident. Am I in shot?
Is it my turn?
I mean, I know I'm a great actor, but every scene should have me. But I'll step out if I'm not needed.
I can sing for you if you want.
No, sorry, no, Mr. Crow. We're good.
But
oh no, I'm Jor-El.
No, but like that's the whole thing. Like the only downside to Lois is that she's.
We'll quickly get back to that one. According to official prequel comic canon, Supergirl's pod.
Huh.
From thousands of millions of years ago when this ship landed, that's now open.
Right.
So where is she?
Around the world, flying.
No, she dead. No, she dead from that.
Oh, she did.
Like, I get that she's into it, like, Clark has to use his laser vision to peel her, but no, that's just dead. But yeah, so you were going back to what you were saying.
Obviously, like, it's this very ambition that gets her into trouble in terms of, like, a lot of the time, which gives her the opportunity to save.
No, I've just never liked that aspect from the character. Like, my probably personal favourite is the animated version from Superman the Animated Series. Favourite live action version? It's gotta be Superman Returns.
I won't say I've not seen that. I didn't care for it.
No, exactly. No, it's not a good performance. No, that's not bad to say it's a bad performance. It's not a compelling performance whatsoever.
Right.
It is probably the least Lois Lane that there is. No, it's probably really far removed from the character, but it's.
Doesn't she have a kid?
Yeah, she's got a kid. Like
with Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they use that in the sense of to protect their child from, like, in some scenes, that's part of their motivation for being forward and not taking any crap from anyone. Like,
but that's meant to be a continuation from the original Superman and Superman.
No, but like the way the character's presented in it.
I understand what I'm saying, but like that's the inspiration's come from that. That was the original.
Like there's the whole thing where it's like she wrote while Superman was away.
Yeah.
She wrote an article of why the world doesn't need Superman anymore.
Yeah.
Clark comes back, read it, and like she's not exactly happy about that she wrote it. And like you could feel like that's what she actually wrote was maybe what she felt at the time, but that's not a reflection of what she is.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, but it got me all these awards, so it's like I'm happy for it, but I regret that I had to be that. That's why I kind of like that angle. It's like, yeah, you can do that, but I always think that Lois always comes across as far too mean, and that's why it's like, no, Superman. Lang's over. She's only in Smallville. She's a small country girl that's good and who's nice.
No, but I always thought, but I always preferred the other version because it's like it gives that character a little bit of an
Morbius, you son of a bitch. So no, you say.
No, I have to give you anything in this. He plays some very like even when he's in iRobot, is that him in iRobot or?
No, he's not in iRobot. You're thinking of the police captain, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
No, that's not him. No, he's in this. Obviously, The Matrix, Predator. Predators.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can't even think of what else he's in. No, actually. No, we just appear in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Just don't confuse him with Samuel L. Jackson to Samuel L. Jackson's face.
No,
That's so funny. Have you ever seen that interview?
No.
Where someone's interviewing Samuel L. Jackson and it's like he's naming films that Lawrence Fishburne was in.
Right.
And just Samuel Jackson like, we don't all look the same, you know. It's like, but he doesn't let it go. The entire interview.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Alright, that's how he gets to the North Pole. Does that answer your question? They were in probably Alaska. The ship was landed in Alaska. and he flies in the ship to the North Pole. Oh, it's my scene now.
Oh, I didn't realise you were Mr. Russel Crowe. I'm sorry.
Russel Crowe has now entered the scene.
Oh, you can tell the level of acting has skyrocketed.
Yes,
according to his Rotten Tomatoes review.
Yep.
Now, son, I'm going to give you a lot of exposition. But, oh, you're pretty much Jesus. Look at this amazing pin art. Remember those toys from the 90s?
Oh god.
We made a whole movie of it.
Yep.
They said it couldn't be done. Then the Lego movie came out.
We're here to prove them wrong again, son.
I hope.
See, no, this is what I think. Like, this is kind of like he more or less persuades him into being, Superman. Whereas I like with Jonathan, with Mr. Kent, is it comes down to more of like an interpretation. He doesn't necessarily give him the right or wrong answer. He gives him life as a whole is an interpretation. It's not necessarily you have to be this person, you've got to be this person. It's a case of like things can be done right or wrong. It's like it's how you interpret it. So when he comes to the answer about whether or not should he have let the kids die, he can't honestly give him an answer because he wouldn't know what the right answer would be for that situation.
I disagree with that in the sense of I think Jonathan we feel like he's pressured in by Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
I think he was more pressured in by Jonathan.
How?
Because Jonathan gave such vague answers. He had no. So it's like when he's presented with clear answers of where he came from, of course he's going to go with that. But it wasn't. This computer Jor-El is literally just explaining who he is. He's not telling him, go save people, but it's like because he essentially had puberty from the age of 1 times a billion. And had no answers.
Okay. Every child is designed to fulfill their. See, he's a scientist.
Oh, sorry. If we talk about this conversation where it happened.
No, sorry. I just seen the line where it said like he's a scientist.
Is that the running joke for this episode?
Yes. He's a scientist. There's no justification for this. He technically cannot beat Zod. He is not on par with Zod in combat.
Maybe scientists mean something different in Krypton.
No, I refuse to accept this. That he can be on par with an army general in combat. It's not how it works in real life. It is not how it works in this movie. If this film is so interested in keeping things in the realism of things, that's bullshit.
Well, the thing is, they clearly weren't, but this film still had Christopher Nolan attached to it. Because they were still sort of trying to tie it in with the Dark Knight trilogy.
Because there was no intentions to do the Justice League.
Oh no, the thing is, there was. No. They pretty much came out and said, we want to do our Justice League the same way Marvel did Avengers.
Right.
But they were planning to have a Man of Steel series that would have focused on the real world implications of introducing a Superman.
Right.
And how essentially what they did because the Dark Knight trilogy did so well, do that with Superman. That's and hence how this movie got made.
Right.
But then they were going to go the whole comic book-esque movie route and have start again. But they plan to continue the series, but this Justice League series would have went on at the same time, so we would have had 2 different Supermen in film.
That would have made no sense.
Exactly, because everyone kind of went like, "That's why do that when you're setting up a brand new series here?" So that's when they went, "Oh, we'll just tie it all in together now." So yeah, originally this had no intention to ever connect to Justice League. but they went, oh no, it'll just probably be a lot less. It'd save us a lot more. Probably would have saved them a lot more money because otherwise they would have had 2 franchises where they've had to spend a lot on special effects for the same effects. But clearly,
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive.
It's the incredible bouncing Hulk from that Hulk movie.
able to jump over tallest buildings in a single bound. Yeah, Superman couldn't originally fly, could he?
No, that was I want to say it was a radio show that introduced the fact that he could fly. No, that's it. Because I remember the ads, like, obviously in the 40s when radio shows were a huge thing. Obviously Superman had one and it was really popular.
Yeah.
And that either introduced the fact that he could fly,
right,
or that was the introduction to kryptonite. Like one of those 2 big things in Superman's lore was introduced from a radio show.
I would go with the flying one because I would assume kryptonite was made for the comics.
I think it is kryptonite though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think the radio show just wanted to give a reason for Superman to be in peril, so they could do the more. Instead of having the damsel in distress be like, I'm on the train tracks. It's like, how will Superman get there in time? Like,
to be fair, like, you have to give him a weakness because he's too fucking powerful as it is.
yeah, but then everyone moans about it.
No, everyone moans about it. Like, a lot of people do not like Superman because of how overpowered he is.
It's like, oh, he's too overpowered. Well, what about his weakness? Oh, but it's a rock. At least he's got one.
Yeah, it's really like I had the most interesting debate over who would win in a fight, Batman or Superman.
Which side were you on before I have to punch you?
Superman.
Oh, good.
No, I said Superman would win the fight. I said Superman would win the fight, but they were like so set on the fact that Batman would win the fight.
Because he's so smart that he would have kryptonite. He would have time to prepare.
Yeah.
Oh, because Superman's never dealt with kryptonite before and knows how to beat people who use kryptonite against him, who are billionaires, who are incredibly smart.
They were trying to use the the story for Injustice as a point, saying, "Oh, he was able to beat him in Injustice." I went, "Yeah, he had to."
No, he didn't.
No, but no. What I'm saying is, I went, "All right, if you beat him, yeah." But what I said to him was, "Yeah, but they had to make a pill to give him the powers of Superman in order to actually fight."
But they didn't.
No, I know.
Superman beat Superman in that game.
No, yeah. No, that was the. I literally said, well, then how did they beat Superman? Yeah, they had to get Superman to beat Superman, not Batman.
No, I do. The fanboys can be so annoying. As fanboys ourselves, and we've clearly put our foot in the ground of where we stand on our favourite heroes and that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm one of those people, like, we watch Screw Attack's Death Battle.
Yep.
I'm one of those people who absolutely hates the fact that Captain America lost to Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes no sense. They can throw all the arguments they want and how it works in science. No part of that battle made any sense of how Captain America would lose to that fight. So obviously I'm in the sense of fanboy. It's like, I will stand that such a body would win such a fight no matter what evidence you throw in my face.
Yeah.
But the fact is, like, okay, I would admit it would probably be a close fight with those two. I would just say Captain America would win said fight.
Right.
It's not a close fight at all with Batman versus Superman.
Oh no, Batman and Superman, it's not a close fight.
It's not even a long fight. It's the shortest fight in the history in the world.
Realistically, Superman wins the fight. But the only way Batman gets any advantage is if he has his armor, if he has kryptonite, or assistance from anyone else.
He could flick Batman, and it would be worse. It would be 10 times worse than when he went up with Bane for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my back, and every single one of my ribs, all 4 my bones in my arms.
I always like the one line I've always liked with describing Superman is like, we
got some noise in the background.
Yeah, like the one line I've always liked with Superman is like, it was from that death battle. In this case, of like, Superman is lifting half of infinity. What's half of infinity?
Well, it's less than infinity, I'll tell you that. Yeah, no, I this they could have done maybe some CGI on. Apparently, he's meant to be 17 in the scene.
Well, this is in So this is 1997.
Yeah, Batman's already rolling around in this.
So this is 1997. He's 17 in this scene, right?
Well, he's meant to be a teenager,
Okay, so we'll
and
say,
no, he looks no different from when he
okay,
does
so
the
we'll
next
say
scene.
we'll say 17ish, right? So we'll go on the assumption that he arrived on Earth in 1980, right?
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm doing the math.
No, wait a minute.
It's an F5 tornado.
No, okay, so despite the fact he came out in 2016, Dawn of Justice is set 2015.
Right.
18 months beforehand is Man of Steel.
Right.
So that's at least 2014. No, sorry, no, that would be, wait. Yeah, no, so 2013.
Mm-hmm.
We said 35, did we say? 35, yeah, we'll roughly say he's 35 years old. 2013, take away 35 years.
You know he could get the dog.
Hell, you know he could probably run super fast and probably stop the tornado.
He'd only have to clap and stop the tornado.
Or, here's an idea, run in, grab him, say, but then, hold him to protect him. The thing flings you off across across the land. You land safely because you're Superman and you're holding onto the and then, maybe break his leg so it looks more convincing. Like, it was by the miracles we survived. And hell, who even cares? Everyone in Smallville knows he's Superman.
Yep.
It's like the world's biggest secret that only Jonathan Kent knows, and he's the one trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
He's pretty much going around telling everyone, but don't tell anybody. And believes that everyone's gonna tell her.
Easily.
But apparently also, where they're standing underneath that bridge is the worst place to stand in a tornado. They're in more danger than he ever was.
He's just standing there in the eye of the storm now, and he's just like, this is actually quite pleasant.
He looks younger there. They didn't have flashback.
Ice cream man.
Oh no, famous cameo Ice Cream Man is back.
We've had Doggo, we've had Ice cream man. We've had the team.
We should do it. We should just have, like, for the front page of our channel, just two cinema, like, eating popcorn, maybe looking up a screen, and then there's just an Ice Cream Man and a dog in the seats next to us.
Should do that. Should really start doing that now.
Oh no, just have them in the seats and we're in the seats behind because they're more prominent.
The Ice cream man will be much bigger than us.
I find this scene a bit funny. Clearly, Lois is established, like, probably the best, like, I was about to say news anchor. No, it's not. That's more television.
Reporter.
Yeah, sorry, reporter. Yeah, the Perry White Scar.
Yes.
And he's like, "You want to write a story about aliens? Oh, you've lost it, Lois." What evidence has she supported to prove that she's lost her mind so far, just because she wants to write this story? It's like, I get that, where he says, like, I don't want to turn this into a puff piece. Like, it's like, just to get people interested. He wants to tell actual news. Surely she's supposed to have no prior, she hasn't instigated that I'm into some weird stories and I'm gonna make stuff up. Like, I would, Lois, I'd publish a story. Remember that story you told about the ghost that was haunting your attic? Put it on the front page. No one picked it up that year. Like, that's a different dog than the one he had.
Oh yeah, the dog clearly had.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we were trying to figure out what year Clark lands.
Yeah, I'm going to go to 1980. We worked it out.
No, sorry, I was going to grab my phone. That was what I was going to grab my phone, but then we were pointing out stuff.
Yep.
Quick, fill time.
So as you see on the screen, if you're following...
Don't be reading the script again.
I'm not reading the script.
Yeah, because there's no script to read yet.
I'm trying to fill time.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm back.
No point in me filling time now, you're back.
You've done an episode on your own. How did you feel with that? Okay, so we have... Wait, no. 2013, take away 35. Okay, going by our assumptions,
Right.
Clark lands in 1978.
Right.
Which I'm going to double check that date, because if that's the case, and we perfectly said that name, that's the year the original Superman movie came out. I'm going to check that.
You're looking. That'd be one hell of a guess.
Superman movie. What year did that come out? No, not about these ones. 1978.
Haha!
Now we just need. Now I need to find out if that's his actual age in this.
Right.
Okay, so 1978 is when he lands.
Yes.
We assumed.
When you fill time, I'm getting drinks.
No, you pass me one as well.
Yeah, no, fill time.
This is the math section of our episode, where Mark breaks up the calculator. When everyone else in the audience who's followed this is probably way ahead of us.
Yep.
And it's real simple math as well. So
2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4.
okay, so 2015, take away 20. Batman started in 1995.
Right.
Wait, and then
You actually got the timeline there?
which because we've assumed that Batman's been around for about 20 years. No, it said in the things like 20 years.
Oh,
doing
right.
this. How many good people are left?
I see.
So, but then take away 25 because we established maybe he's about 45 years old.
Right.
So Batman's born in 1970.
Right.
So there's wait.
Do you want to do math again?
Sorry, no, because we're working off. No, that'll be right. Yeah.
Right.
So wait, but what was it we were trying to figure out? The date of.
We weren't trying to work out a date or anything. I was just seeing when he landed, and it was like we just.
Yeah, well, it'd be around 1978, 1980.
Yeah.
Give or take.
All right. Why are you acting surprised? You've adopted a child who's an alien.
Ah, you just missed it.
I was about to say it. For those who are watching on, Zod has just arrived to planet Earth, and it's not giving us a reason why he's here yet.
Because he will fight him.
Because it's not showed him escaping from the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, but it does that later.
I'm waiting for it. If we don't get it,
Wait, no. You know it does. You've seen this movie.
if he doesn't get it, I cold for the shit. Also, Zod has the ability to interfere with all radio transmissions and frequencies.
Yeah.
I thought this was actually cool.
Oh, wait, it's actually speaking in another
Yeah,
language.
I genuinely thought that was a cool thing.
Yeah, it's better than when they do it in Transformers, when they hack the entire world, but they just speak English.
Yeah.
It's like, you're an alien race. Why are you speaking? Why are you speaking one language across the entire world? This makes sense.
Because they're all it's all in different languages. I like the little details. See, that's boss. I like that. It's like he's speaking to all because he doesn't know where on the planet Zod is.
Superman is.
Where Superman is. So he's just gonna go all around the world, and he's gonna have them speaking different languages, trying to figure out which one it is.
No, but my question is, does he know each individual home? What if there's a family living in America that can only speak Spanish? It's like, is there a TV showing up?
He's just expecting Consuela, but no, Superman, no.
But I will fight him. I will fight him.
I have to edit that in. No.
Okay, that's our opening. Now someone's amused themselves.
I have amused myself. I'm quite happy with my results. You still want to drop that piece on the alien?
My attic ghost story doesn't seem that far-fetched now, does it, Perry? I'll be taking my bulletin now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But the thing is, in the real world, if that happened,
Yep.
most people would just assume it's a trailer for something.
It's a hell of a fucking PR move to have everyone broadcasting at the same time. No, that's a hell of a PR move for a trailer.
I'm just saying. Probably happened.
No, I understand that, but I'm just like, that's a hell of a move.
I mean, did you see that when the Dawn of Planet of the Apes was coming out?
Mm.
And they released that surprise trailer? I think it might have just been on like ITV or something.
No.
It's the scene, where Cobra shoots down the two guys.
Yeah.
Like, he's acting like it's just a normal monkey.
Yeah.
And like, I think it was only on ITV, but that got everyone talking about how horrifying. Because it's like they played like the full scene.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, here's the scene, this monkey comes along, and there's these soldiers, and then also this monkey guns them both down.
Yeah.
And it was just in the middle of like Downton Abbey or something. I was like, but it got like not the entire world wasn't talking about wasn't watching Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
But it got everyone talking of just how horrifying that trailer was. How it just came out of nowhere.
I do say there, Charles, this is quite some nice tea and crumpets.
Oh, okay, it didn't play. Okay, it played during the advert.
The way you just described it, I was like, the way you just described it. It was like in the middle of like this nice, intense, this nice relaxed scene, and then you just have monkeys shooting.
No, clearly, in this established thing, it would be a case of like if they thought it was a trailer, it would be someone's accidentally leant on the button and activated the ads too soon.
No, man.
I mean, I was watching once again ITV the other day. This has nothing to do with Superman, but this seems just boring. We're just getting bullied and means nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, he's not gonna fight back. Yeah, we've already established this with that scene where the guy poured the drink on him.
He's reading Plato.
Get it? He's a nerd. He's reading a book.
I feel like there's some hint towards fucking mythology here. I was once a bully near his van. I like how the bully the bully changed his perception because he knows because he actually knows what he can do. See that?
Oh, sorry, that one. I thought you meant the one who's just bullying him.
No, the him.
Yeah, the original one.
I like that. I actually do like that.
And now he's the manager of IHOP.
Huh.
You think you're friends for God. You get a bit of a better job in life.
Yeah.
Then again, when the best job that God can get is a reporter, because imagine IHOP's the best you can do, I guess.
Yeah, indeed. We've just seen you die. We don't need to see you again.
Yeah, I don't mind the whole out of order flashbacks. It's just this scene. It's not needed. We've already established that Jonathan's gonna give some vague message of not to show your power, but we've already seen later on that he knows when and he's not going to be intimidated by bullies. Do you think the scene's trying to hint at something?
I don't know. I mean, he's sitting in a church.
I mean, there's a guy there with a red cape on.
Oh no, Jesus! Oh, he's just announced to the priest that he's the one they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the little subtlety of him, like he like gulped him, like, oh shit. It's like, oh shit, I've got you.
I just find it really funny. He goes this like, I need some advice. But, I'll go to this random priest. You assume that random priest was watching TV that night and didn't go to bed early.
Yeah. Why didn't you just go to space, Dad?
Really don't know.
Why did he not just go to... If he needed advice, why did he not just go to space?
Maybe he's looking for the human answer. I don't know. Hey, look, I'm trying to find a meaning. It's not established that that's what he's trying to do in this.
Oh yeah, but he had enough time to go back to the ship to get the fucking costume.
Was he here to send a message of hope?
Clearly, no one in Krypton can spell. Why have they locked up Lois? I forgot why.
Who have?
The military, they've locked
They
up
haven't.
Lois. They have. She gets taken away.
Like, isn't she just there to like interrogate him?
No, he just said on the screen about like, I'll surrender if you let her free.
Oh, I don't know. I missed that.
Yeah.
No, it was because she'd snuck onto the ship when she wasn't supposed to.
It is an S, you fucking retard.
Not to me. I'm looking down. It's a 5 to me.
It's not an S. It's not an S.
And he's only seen it in mirrors. Oh wait, no, wait.
Wait, this is an S? Even if he looks down, it's still an S.
Yeah, well, I think they captured it because obviously that's the people she was on the base with, and then she snuck off and broke in.
No.
She'd obviously handed in that report based on sensitive documents.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't get why the Kryptonians take it down.
Yeah, he's 33.
Redo some math.
He's just said he's 33.
Math time. Okay. 20
This episode of Sesame Street was brought to you by the letter S.
for hope. Wait, what?
Alright, I don't know if I've just used that or the Consuela for the intro. It's one of them. I can use one of them now.
Let's see.
I like it. I have 2 jokes.
Oh wait, I completely messed that one up. What?
Well,
Oh, I'm doing 20 point. I'm messing it up.
yeah, you are.
Okay, Superman lands in 1980.
Okay. There we go.
By that same logic, because we can still realistically say Batman's like 45,
Yeah.
that he's still born in 1970. So there is a 10-year gap in between them.
Right.
Because originally, if he was 35, there would be 8 years because Batman's 35 is 45 in 2015, and this is 2013.
So Batman's born in 1970.
Yes, Superman technically born in 1980.
So he'd be 10 at the time Superman arrives on the planet. By the time in the 90s, he would have already at least begun. We're assuming he starts at the age of 20 though, as Batman.
No, but we're assuming that he's 45.
Yes.
The film establishes that he's been a Batman for 20 years.
Yeah.
So he starts at 25.
Alright, that's a fair enough statement then.
So wait, that means
Wouldn't that make him 43 then? If we're going off the math, then he's 5 years older, 10 years older.
no, because this is in 2013.
Right.
But Dawn of Justice is 2015.
All right.
That's
okay.
cause they do say it's 18 months.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. So there is the time gap.
Yeah.
All right.
And Wonder Woman's billions of years old. Who
Yeah,
cares?
fair enough at that point.
So wait.
Does Zod not have computers on his ship that could tell him that he can breathe on this planet?
I don't think it's a.
Do they not have that technology to be able to inform them that
Buzz Lightyear didn't.
he is a toy? He is a child's plaything.
Oh no, you should just. Here's another joke. Just the bit when he presses the button down and Zod's on the ground. Superman's just awkwardly staring.
There's gonna be a multitude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
It's gonna be a multitude of jokes.
So wait.
This is a good episode. This is a good episode.
Is it? I'm bored as hell.
No,
We've
we're
gone
bored,
over
no.
the halfway point.
No, we're bored as hell, but we're making jokes. We're doing math.
Oh my god, why am I taking away? Sorry, I'm still doing math, sorry.
We're doing bad math.
Okay, yes, no, we did establish
We're
that.
trying to work out how all characters are in these movies.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, at that point where we saw Jonathan Kent die,
That's is that how bored we are that we're actually working out how old everyone is?
I want us to get a timeline established.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You know, because to be fair, DC have been quite decent with their continuity.
No, that is true. That is actually true.
I do him. So
I
would
think
Marvel, but they've only recently dropped the ball, whether that 8 years later,
Yeah.
with Spider-Man. So yeah, at that point where Jonathan Kent died,
Yes.
Batman had been around for 2 years.
Huh. Fair enough. We
Yep.
have a time.
And maybe he'd been dealing with exploding penguins, which we now know he has dealt with.
Yes, he has.
Which means we might need to shift everything a bit forward a bit. This could still be in the Tim Burton universe.
Yes. Yes, I would actually accept that.
Oop, sorry.
I would
Okay, yeah. The original Joker dies. This wannabe punk guy is inspired. Comes this new Joker. Is there anyone else who really crosses over?
No.
No, that's the only other character we've seen, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, we had exploding penguins. Alfred's still alive somehow, despite the fact he nearly died at
Yeah.
one time.
Oh,
Robin's finally dead.
Yeah.
Yay. Sorry, Chris O'Donnell, but you're finally dead.
This is the
Yeah, join me. We have lots of skulls.
I don't understand Zod's plan right now. Zod's plan is to obviously get the Codex, right?
Yes, he wants the Matrix
So
to hack into the mainframe.
But he also sees the potential of having Superman onto his team.
Why don't we see Zod in that suit? That is, I've only suddenly realised, because we do see him with the cape, but it's in the big armour.
Yep.
And we do see him in that, like, the skin tight suit, but it's out of the armour.
Right.
Why did they not put the cape with the suit, like, just make, like they did just then? But it's the evil Superman.
See, they don't. See, look, see.
Yeah, they're explaining it. It's very poorly explained, but they're explaining it.
Okay, so they clearly have the potential to reenact the whole thing. Does their ship not have the capability to tell them that the planet is habitable for them? That they would also gain powers from doing the same thing? Why is it Terminator 2 on the moon?
Because they go into all the old
All the old
colonies. Yeah, and it's like, oh, everyone's dead. And I think that's what's technically brought them to Earth. But then it's like maybe I don't know, because how would they've got word out? Also, here's a question: where are the lanterns in this universe?
It's a good question. question.
Because from the newest Comic-Con trailer, they mentioned the Green Lanterns.
So where is the Green? I have no idea. Maybe because they don't have anyone in this sector yet.
Well, no, but they would, but it would be Evan. So if we haven't got to Hal Jordan yet. No, I'm trying because I was thinking then like how if they're going just to all the old colonies and like that's how they got to.
Yeah.
Well, that's maybe they don't know that yet.
Huh.
Maybe none of the colonies that reached a yellow sun got information back that we become
But
gods.
no, but would this? But not. What I'm saying is, wouldn't their ship not already know this? Wouldn't their ship have the technology to be at least to detect it? So this is again. This comes to This comes again to I don't understand your plan, Zod. You obviously want to recreate Krypton using the Codex. So why on earth would you why would you send a threatening message that look and then say, oh no, we're coming in peace, and then end up showing him this image of like,
Oh, because he was gonna kill him anyway.
no, I'm aware of that, but like, why would he like? You could have gone if you just played the nice route. It would have worked.
Oh my god! I've only just suddenly realised
What?
he's in a black suit as well.
Yeah.
No, go back all the trailers for this movie. He's in the blue and red suit
Right.
in that scene where he's sinking into the skulls.
Right.
I've never noticed that he's actually just wearing the full black suit.
Yeah.
We have already had a black suit Superman for his resurrection scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've never noticed that. Now we just need the mullet. Take the mustache you're going to CGI off and just extend it and put it at the back of his
Give him
head.
the mullet. That'd be cool.
Oh no, I just think that's really cool. Like, I'm noticing stuff. Technically, we're not really watching this
No, we're
to the full extent, but it's like I've just noticed a detail that I've never noticed before.
It's a difference in that we're nitpicking, analyzing this at the same time.
Yeah.
It's weird how we do DC films as opposed to Marvel.
This is the first DC film we've done like this.
No, but what I'm saying is like this is.
Don't jinx us before we get to Batman vs Superman.
I'm
It's
aware
too
of
early for that.
I'm aware of that.
Plus, if we're going by the drinking game we established for that one, because that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be.
One's.
A drinking game for the Dawn of Justice movie. Can't wait for that.
I can.
Yeah, I know. Well, if we're doing this, that means we will have to do Dawn of Justice at some point.
Well, I'm going to have to quickly tag out because I need bathroom.
Alright.
I had too many drinks.
Okay, so you
Fill
tag.
time.
You
Don't
tag.
break the script.
Okay. See, what Mark will not realise is that I am now holding on this solo. What he doesn't realise is that I secretly like this movie and genuinely think all the plot points are actually genuine. It only comes down to Dawn of Justice that ruins the whole plot of it ruins its own continuity. DC have good terms and continuity, but they ruin themselves with the next movie, which overrides everything, overdoes everything. So kind of like Suicide Squad genuinely screws with everything that's established in the previous movie, whereas and also Dawn of Justice ruins everything that's established in this movie. So it kind of contradicts itself all of the time, which is really stupid, really stupid. Russel Crow's on screen now. He's quite the person. First film I ever saw Russel Crowe was back in the Gladiator movie. And you're back. Russel Crowe is on screen now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't miss much then.
No. Not missed. Use your science powers now.
Oh, have they just started the escape?
Yeah, they'll be using for the escape. They're coming to Earth or something.
Oh yeah, there's we see some we see some marketable buildings down there. Let's go destroy them.
Yep. Okay, he clearly showing he has control of this ship.
Oh yeah, because the thing's been hacked.
Mm-hmm.
has been put in.
So why didn't you just make it ascend to Earth?
Maybe they're just because he's trying to be secretive about it, like to get her out safe.
But he could get her out and then get her out and then ascend it to Earth. He should also change the atmosphere to him, or how did he break out of the atmosphere?
No. Oh, what do you mean?
If the atmosphere in the ship is like Krypton, how was he able to break out?
They just switched it off.
So wouldn't all the people now have the ability to see and have to do the superpowers?
Yeah, but that's probably why he's able to get out so easily, because they're all freaking out. Well, they've all got the things covering their head.
The dude that was in that room didn't.
Yeah, but he's really freaking out. Like, what am I seeing? What was in that science I drank?
Oh my god, no.
I don't know.
Okay, now make the ship plummet. Or self-destruct in space. Also, there's now a hole in your ship. There's a hole in this. There's a hole in that pond now.
Something tells me that Lois is gonna make it out okay. See, it's messing up.
No, okay, yeah, but it's only messing up from the front. There's a clear hole in the back of it, though. That should technically be ripping her out from her spine.
Kryptonian
No!
science. Russel Crow science. It's like, there, son. Go be Jesus and save her, like Jesus would have done. You know, when he flew around, saved all of Jerusalem.
Man, I can't
Shot
wait.
lasers out of his eyes to get those 40,000 fish.
Yep.
And other such Bible stories, which I've completely all forgot about.
What story did you say, sorry?
Well,
What story did you say?
I don't know anymore.
About the fish and the bread?
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
I know that one. There's that one, and the only other one I know is him when he goes fishing with his friends, and it's so stormy.
It's like a really awkward one. It's like, so.
He falls asleep. He falls. From what I remember of the story, he falls asleep, and they're all like panicking, like fuck off, like what the hell do we do? It's a bad storm, and he just falls asleep, and everyone's like panicking over like we're screwed, we're all gonna die. But they end up surviving it in the end. They're all like, what were you doing? You were asleep the whole time. But it was a case.
Clearly, I fell asleep with that.
Yeah, no,
that one in RE.
I can't remember what the meaning of it. I think it was just a case of like. I think it was just a case of like have faith in yourself and your abilities as opposed to like just expecting some help from some people.
Also, if someone's asleep and need the help, wake them up.
Yeah, apparently they can't wake Jesus up, especially in a storm. Because that guy got some real bad problems with sleeping.
Who's just really good at sleeping?
Yeah. I mean, he fell asleep for 3 days and then it took him, and when he woke up. That's how I believe Superman works.
I mean, I'd feel bad for being about sacrilegious despite the fact it's not my religion, but
No, I'm Catholic. I can say it.
no, I was gonna say, well, this movie's forcing down our throats with some of these images.
Exactly. That's what the whole thing is. Like Superman's meant to be well, Superman never used to be Jesus, but now he's Jesus. However, he can't turn water into wine. That's one power he lacks.
Yet.
It's one power he lacks at the minute.
Probably had that in the 70s.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me. Ha!
Oh my god, it's the Prometheans.
Oh god. No, seriously, how have they not figured it out? It makes no sense that they haven't figured it out yet.
Because they've never needed to, because they've had these suits that clearly do the job for them.
But okay, imagine having the suits and the powers.
Well, clearly, as it's established later, that the suit slows Zod down. He just...
Okay, now
Yeah,
there's
so
a
it's
scenario to
okay,
figure out now.
Yeah, okay, clearly some word must have got back to the Yellow Sun would give them powers for Jor-El to send
Right.
Sun out. Why would the generals have that information? Scientists would have that information.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying, wouldn't their ship be able to detect it?
Not necessarily, yeah.
No, but if they're going to go to another planet, wouldn't they need to have their ships be able to read what the thing is or the conditions? I understand they have suits that are.
No, would it though? Because
No, but I understand they have suits that are designed to keep them in their own atmosphere and stuff like that. But they surely have the ability to detect whether or not they can live on breathe or not on a planet.
no, but that's what they do. Because remember, they send ships down to terraform it. So would they care?
Yes. Now we can see through it.
Whoa, my hands are huge. They can touch everything but themselves. Oh wait.
Also, he's able to adapt to the power very quickly. What takes him roughly a good portion of his childhood, he manages to adjust quite easily.
Well, there's no one to say maybe he as a general, he didn't go to other planets that had yellow suns. Maybe this is just
But if he knew that, would he not also know that?
I'm just saying maybe this Earth is a stronger dose. Otherwise, why aren't there other Kryptonians out there in the world? Why did every other place they went to, happen to just be a red sun or no sun? I know. Well, obviously he has to hone in so they can have the cool fight at the end with both shooting laser beams. That's the reason why. I'm just trying to think of an in-universe reason.
Doesn't make sense.
Sir, get out of my way! You're in my shot.
Don't make me go Christian Bale on you.
I'm not done with you yet. I've never been.
You're a nice guy, but that's unpredictable. I don't know what I should have said there. I apologize for that.
It's okay. You're doing Christian Bale's Batman voice. No one needs to understand what you said. It's meant to be intimidating, but it was very silly.
The way I do Batman now, I actually do it like the Robot Chicken version.
That's what motivates me. My dead parents and your sweaty pits.
Answer me this. Do you bleed? Just want to let you know that I don't give a fuck. JK, I give all the fucks. It's inside this bag. It's all the fucks I give. It's empty. Oh no! I'll just head to the fuck store. It shuts at 9. Oh wait, it's 9:02. Look,
I get this bit you do.
Oh look, a vending machine, and it has one fuck left. Oh, I see what you're gonna do. I can't believe you.
Fuck's for sale.
No, he's got it. I love the line where he goes, "You're gonna pretend, oh, I don't have $1, don't give a fuck, but I have $1." Oh no! The fuck got stuck.
Oh, I haven't seen Robot Chicken in such a long time.
Such a good show. Such a good show.
I actually need to check. I think I saw the last season, but I don't think they've done another season since. And there's been at least 2 years, I think.
I think they still do things from time to time, like promotional wise, but I don't think they make as much, because I think the other projects they've got going or something like that.
Oh no, but because of how long it takes to do a season.
Oh no, yeah.
There is a gap in between seasons, so I think either one should be coming out soon, or one might have just finished.
Maybe.
That we just haven't seen.
That is true. I haven't seen anything announcements of a new season yet, no.
And here is the very first official shot of the movie.
When he gets thrown into the safe.
No, him standing in front of the safe,
Excuse me.
but more action posy. Like that bit was oh, I got whacked in. It's I'm ready to punch you, lady. I'm Superman. I don't give a care who I punch. You're all equal to me. It's weird that they changed the name of these guys.
I don't think they wanted to have it tie too much to the original Superman 2 film.
So why have Zod and have two henchmen that one's a big mute guy and one's a female? If you don't want to draw conclusions, just you've drawn every conclusion except the name.
Yep.
I can't remember which one's which now. There's like Norman Ursa,
No capes.
and then like I think this one's like I keep wanting to say Furious, but that's from Mad Max. It's something like that, and I don't know what this guy's name is.
I think it's just generic Kryptonian. It could be Lorem.
I'm this weirdly old guy. I'm going to beat you, Superman.
I've now grown.
For science and for government.
I've now grown at least 10 feet tall and can shoot lasers now.
No, the rest of it he's still in there, but it's mostly filled up by his hat.
Yes, that's what it is. Pick up truck for a roll.
Why didn't we move out of the way?
Oh God! See, I always thought that was a boss line in the original Superman. In Superman 2, it was a case of like when Ursula works out his weakness.
Wait, okay. I will go back to that. Was that soldier literally about to pull a gun out on the charging Kryptonian?
Yes.
Okay,
What?
so yeah, what's the line?
It was like where she figures out like it's the humans that is his weakness. He'll protect the humans over like fighting us. So that's when they start attacking humans in that film.
I haven't seen Superman 2 in such a long time.
Such a good movie.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it doesn't hold up. But
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I'm sorry.
They're dead.
That's like Flash level speed. Why would you, that's the reason to wear the suit. We've yet to see Superman do stuff like that. Literally in the trailers for Justice League, we see the Flash do that.
That's like the game, that's like the game animation for like what's it called? Shadow of Mordor, where it's like the slow thing with like the rapid shot fight.
I never played that game, so I'll take your word on that
Oh,
one.
it's a good game. You should play that.
Well, at least he tried.
Yep, you tried.
Yeah, I ship it.
Good kind.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that look was not a look. That was a romance look.
Yeah, she was ready. She came. A lot of destruction. Oh, you're good.
You called that a knife?
No,
This is a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a spoon. Ah, so you played knife and spoon before.
Thank you. I was totally bluffing with that one.
I crap my pants. Not gonna lie. Okay, so wouldn't it be smart to like when she's like
Fiora, that's what this is.
Okay, so when she's like on the verge of like that, isn't it smart? Wouldn't it not be smart then to attack like now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's maybe thinking of that. If there wasn't a big flying train and a missile coming at him as well. See, someone did attack her while she was doing that.
Yeah. See, I would see that would ideally be the smartest time to attack us, like when they're not have the ability to concentrate and focus, and their ship looks like a flying beetle.
I just like there was still some cars driving off in the background. Clearly, they were like actual people just going to and from work.
Yep.
I'm sorry, and they were like, you would not be driving anywhere near that. No, I don't care how far away that is. You're driving towards the direction of a huge explosion.
Shit to do.
I'm 2 days away from retirement from the package factory. I'm delivering my last over. And I'm too old for this.
I'm 2 hours late, man. That's jazz time.
So I'm still Robot Chicken's jokes. Gotta come up with our own.
I know. I'm just using it as a reference.
I mean, I know ours are awful. That's like his face is like, dude, really, guns.
Yeah, there's fuck all you can do. Like genuinely nothing you guys can do right now.
My God, you got more of a chance in a Transformers movie.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Saying that the Marky Mark ends up going and fights Transformers just on his own.
Yeah. Yeah, but so does Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf blew up Starscream.
Yeah, but Marky Mark sounds like he looks more creditable in terms of fighting actual Transformers.
But he's an inventor. He's a scientist.
See? We're in a wrong. Go to become a scientist. Be a kick-ass superhero. Oh god.
See, scientist. Both of them are scientists.
Oh my god.
Thank God I kept my memories. They were hidden, thankfully, under this car that could have crushed me at any second.
Yep.
And it's completely rebuilt by the next one.
Yep.
That's about 18 months, yeah. And with Superman, yeah, that could easily have been done, actually.
We are nearing the end of this now, aren't we?
I really don't think we are.
Please.
Because remember, there's still the other world engine that's by the Indian Ocean.
What now?
Yeah, remember there's the big world, the world thing, like the things from The Incredibles that comes down. It's like part of the spaceship. There's two of them. There's odd one that attacks Metropolis, and then there's the other one that's at the other end of the world.
Oh god, no!
No, God, stop! Stop showing! Stop showing baby dick! When all you've got is visuals to work off of, that's all you've got.
Okay, so they've now just explained that Superman isn't necessarily make him the Codex.
Yeah, because maybe. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to what's on the screen. I'm just going based off.
Just going off that, I'm assuming he just went. Jor-El wasn't stupid. He was a clever scientist. It's like
You know how to throw a punch.
it's literally. This is where the whole Goku thing comes into it. Where fucking with Bardock is like, your father's this great scientist. He developed this, and he's like, don't vote like a
He
bro.
could develop energy balls. I don't think he was the one to invent that in this
Energy
universe.
balls. The ship just split between the two. Aww. Okay, we're nearing the
Yeah, you could say that by any movie.
end. We're nearing.
Yeah,
the
we're 2
end.
seconds in. We're nearing the end.
That's what I'm going to be saying when we do Suicide Squad the whole time. We're nearing the end. We're nearing the end. We're nearing the end.
And when it comes to Dawn of Justice, we're way too far from the end.
Yeah.
2 seconds to go. We're too far from the end.
Not soon enough. Not soon enough. Okay, so that crash landed in fucking in Africa. I'm going to assume.
They say it's the Indian Ocean, but I don't know whereabouts it actually lands.
Okay, so that just crash landed. This one takes its time to softly.
Well, this is the one that's actually got Zod in it. The other one's just.
Yeah, but you could still land. You still could like crash landed as opposed to just being like softly landing like a pillow.
Yeah, but it doesn't land though, does it? It opens up and just sends a beam down. Well, the other one, it's sending the beam directly into the planet.
Right. I don't understand science anymore.
All you know is how to punch people.
Yep.
That's enough for the science for me.
Does that mean I'm a scientist now?
Let's go fighting round the world. Oh yeah, there's a weird bit in this where do the bit where Superman flies up into this to blow it up.
Yeah.
His face turns into Christopher Reeves.
Huh.
Like it's for this. Like you really need to pause it to see it.
It's like a split second thing.
Yeah, but it's like they morph his face onto Henry Cavill's.
Huh. Weird. Okay, so this acts as like it's trying to throw off the gravity.
Yeah, the terraforming the planet.
Yeah. So it
Oh, I'm sorry. Those cars are getting wrecked. I don't want to see what that's doing to people.
Oh god. So the
Goo.
So basically, it's trying to make it Krypton.
Yeah.
Krypton. Okay. I'll go by the movie's logic that actually is a science.
Obviously not.
No, like that's how you change gravity. You get one person of equal strength on the other side of the planet and smash the planet, and show shockwaves strong enough to go from one end to the other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I found someone of equal strength to me and we both stood on the opposite side and we hit the ground, I don't think that's going to mess up gravity.
But that's what they're doing. Terraforming a planet.
Jorel, your science went too far. Even his science means of beating your planet.
This was the ship you arrived in.
Stop reading the script.
I'll read the script.
Also, the old guy in that conversation, the one with the beard. Do you remember Jurassic Park 2?
Yes.
The guy who gets eaten in half by the T-Rex.
Oh,
Like the bald fella.
that's been doing my head in this whole movie. Seeing him, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Like I remember hearing someone saying he's in this,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to look at like everyone's like, where is he? It's like, oh wait, it's him with the beard. I mean, he probably gets a better death than this one, but it's still not as pretty.
Yeah.
Phantom zoned.
Okay, so he's decided he's going to Africa to destroy.
Ah, bless the rains down in Africa. Oh, he's just gonna fly around the world, reverse time.
Do it. How have you not cracked the surface yet? Oh, she's alive.
Who?
The
Feora.
Feora, yes.
Because the other Kryptonian picked her up, I think.
Yeah, but no, but I thought she died, and then realizing it was just a knockout. I thought she died then.
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, she just got knocked out by the missile.
Fair dude.
Get your cape out of the way, I can't see Superman.
Also, kryptonite doesn't exist yet. It's not been discovered.
No. I mean, technically it does exist.
But it's not been
Yeah,
discovered.
we don't see it at all in this movie.
Right, doesn't make
Oh no, I guess in a sense, well, it's not seen,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like the kryptonite is, I guess, what powers their ship. You know, when they say we found conditions to match that of Krypton, so you're powerless.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they're using.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like it's maybe getting filtered through the ventilation or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I assume maybe that's. But no, we don't see a green rock that
Yeah.
depowers him. But we do get a depowered Superman based on some Kryptonian element. It's just unseen.
Also, this is a very smart fucking AI.
Yeah. To be, I always thought it kind of
Real
was,
fucking
but I
smart
get
AI.
I get with the original where it was like he just kind of programmed in every possible answer he could have ever thought.
Oh, true.
But at the same time, like, I don't remember this bit.
Oh, those things can actually attack.
I do not remember this part of the movie.
Huh. So now the ship in Africa is now turned into Transformers. Wait, wouldn't the planes not also feel the? Wouldn't the planes not feel? Wouldn't it not? As it gets closer, would it not? No, would it?
Wait, I think isn't that what happens here? They all get like pushed down. All the
Oh, the missiles get pushed down.
yeah, the wait, no, some of them hit Yeah, no, yeah, all the missiles got pushed down for getting too close.
Oh yeah, get closer.
Well, I think maybe the beam only gets from a certain point. Maybe they're just high enough that it like. Because surely, why isn't the ship getting pulled down as well then?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Obviously, it's acting as an anchor.
No, that's true. Ah, got him.
I didn't come to this movie. I came to watch Man of Steel, not tentacle porn.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, so, no, they do get pulled down.
Yeah, see, the closer you, it was like that was the thing. It's like the closer you get to the ship, the more it was likely to do that. Oh, just about saved himself.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
No, I mean like he almost was able to pull up and get out of the situation as opposed to just.
No, that's just.
Janet.
Okay, I get that maybe it was the stuff with Superman, but it's like that was maybe he didn't realise where Superman's accidentally causing more collateral damage than he's saving.
Yep.
That was done by accident. At what point did you think, no one's going to be reminded of 9/11 from this?
No.
This will be great to put him in. Everyone's going to be won over by this scene.
It's a weird thing.
I mean, I guess you could say like you were trying to draw parallels to that, but why?
I don't think you were trying to do parallels to it being like that. What?
That's what. But no, clearly, you don't fly a jet. Obviously, different type of aircraft than what happened.
No, I don't.
Into it,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
expecting.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just a collateral. It's just a collateral damage thing. It's not an intentional thing.
No, but there's some shots later that's like.
With that being said, we couldn't see that for a. You can't do a film without having that.
But this one draw way too. No, I think this draw everyone's attention to it though.
No, I don't think. I disagree with that. I mean, I'll give the the imagery may be similar, but I don't think it was an intent.
I don't remember the backlash being like that for.
He deleted him.
Russel Crow out. Like, I don't remember the backlash being anything at all for Avengers. Yeah, obviously Man of Steel, Godzilla had it.
Did it?
Yeah, Godzilla got some backlash.
Why?
Because of the visuals being shown.
But you're gonna have that no matter. So you can't do a film about.
No, I'm just saying that it got some.
You can't do a film of destruction without having that.
I think it's more because they focus on the realistic aspects of it, and then like you see some of the aftermath and like the families who don't get to see their children.
No, I'm aware of that, but that.
Like stuff like this was like that people are trapped under buildings. Obviously, no, these all make it out fine. But like, that's a horrifying image.
No, I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it isn't, and I'm not saying people who like if you had like is it PTSD?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying by any means, I don't blame anyone for having anything like that, right? It's a horrible thing to have, but it's one of them situations where you can't. How do you just go through this not having this? Not have like something like a destruction, something like this, and not do it. How else would you do it?
Well, I think that's what Marvel since then, like with I first noticed it with Age of Ultron, is that before Sokovia blows up,
They evacuate everybody.
they make it a point to say
Everyone's out.
got everyone out,
No, I understand that.
and then obviously they had to bring in elements of some people died so they can have a villain,
Yeah.
and like they can have the Sokovia Accords.
Yeah.
So they didn't know. Well, not everyone lived. But then that's where you have the line from Captain America. We can't save everyone, but that doesn't mean. Yeah, here we go. Wait. His face starts to morph into Christopher Reeve. Like I just saw it then.
No.
It's like-
I see what you mean.
But it's like. I get that was the original Superman movie, but I don't remember any time that George Clooney morphed into Michael Keaton.
Stops the gravitational thing just before it hits these. So we literally just had our Toy Story
Yeah.
free moment, which is cool.
Where is the Justice League? Oh no, I get. No,
Where's the Justice League?
I get they're not formed.
They haven't been formed yet.
But where? Okay, we know that Batman's actually in the city.
Yep.
I don't. Maybe he hasn't got there by this point. Where's Wonder Woman?
Where's Aquaman?
Exactly. Where's the Flash?
Where's Cyborg?
Cyborg probably hadn't been formed by that point.
But like, well,
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they say Cyborg isn't formed because of this. So maybe Cyborg's the one, like one of the unlucky ones that got really caught up in there.
that could be a point. That could be a thing. But like, no, but seriously, you do raise a good point. It's like,
Obviously, this film wasn't meant to establish
Yeah.
a Justice League universe.
but now it has that. You can't not. You can't. It was that. See that there's the difference between this and what was it? The event with the Avengers movies.
Mm-hmm.
With the difference being like this, they've done this, all this, and you don't have like Batman or Wonder Woman like that to signify, you know, they had a plan for this. Whereas in the after the first Avenger movie, it's fully established where everyone is, but they decided to go through, everyone has its own individual story still, when you could still have the other character still being there and do that. Like, that's what I like about the newer, after Age of Ultron, they've more integrated with each other now.
I think it's more of a comic thing, though.
No, but I like that more now, because it's like, you can now say, oh, like, you can clearly say, well, where's the Avengers? You can clearly have the Avengers sort this out. Now it's like, okay, this is kind of like better now. It's handled a lot better now. It's more of a team now. It's more of an organization now. That is what I like about it now.
Smooth
You
engine Superman.
really gotta stop crash landing.
You chewed that scenery, Michael Shannon.
Yeah, you did. Krypton had its chance.
Murdery Superman. He's your favorite Superman.
Murder.
Comes with broken neck Zod.
Okay, so this is the
Yeah, I'm sorry, but every single film version, you can't make Superman look heroic doing his laser vision.
no, we can't.
He looks so evil in every. Oh my god, sorry. Yeah, like even Superman Returns, he looks so evil.
Sorry?
When he's in Superman Returns, when he's flying through the city,
Yeah.
and like the Daily Planet thing, like the orb on the top of the Daily Planet is about to fall down and lands on people, he flies past, laser beams it to blow it up before he kills anyone.
It's a very lethal, one of his most lethal attacks.
No, but he looks so evil.
Oh yeah.
It's like
no.
there's no way they've been able to do it where he doesn't look like the villain in that scene.
Not sure.
Oh, she is so lucky she gets knocked out of this plane, otherwise she would have got Phantom Zone. He must be like, why me? Why does she have to have a vendetta against me?
Rematch.
To be, maybe they see the advantage of just having the suit, because she's now been affected by the Yellow Sun, but chooses her own Kryptonian skills.
Yeah, true.
And also maybe it's a pride thing.
Maybe. It's something Zod then eventually uses in the end.
I think it's more because Superman clearly has the advantage because more the speed.
True. Lucky son of a bitch.
Jack!
That looks a bit,
Batman's just on his phone screaming at some guy we'll never care about.
that looks like Brainiac shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. They won't be able to do Brainiac now without really drawn comparisons to it.
Or you could just have that Brainiac was an AI from Krypton.
No, I mean like more this final fight. That's what
right.
it's gonna be. Because you're gonna have the big tentacle things coming out of one of the ships, like he's just been fighting.
Yeah, that's true.
Which really, so maybe it was originally meant to be Brainiac that was the villain, like in the original version of the script. That they maybe changed.
Also, Superman's strong enough to be able to fly away from a black hole.
But you can still see his part of him still gets sucked into
to
it.
be able to fly away from a black hole.
You're Superman.
I
I
am
hope
aware
he
of that.
is.
No, I'm aware of that. The amount of people that just die being sucked into that black hole.
So if anyone was in that vicinity, I'm pretty sure they were already dead anyway.
No, that's a good point. Well, Perry was there. He's not dead.
No, but
Jenny was there. She's not dead. And that dude, that other third person, he was there and he's not dead.
You know what? I actually really wish the rumours were true.
What?
That they had just gender swapped Jimmy Olsen for it to be Jenny Olsen.
That would have worked. I would have been okay with that.
No, because that was thinking everyone was like, oh, why did you do that? Because like she has no interaction with Superman. To be like, oh, Jimmy Olsen's Superman's best friend. Like, why did you gender swap if you're not even gonna have the characters interact?
Nah. No,
But then they introduce Jimmy Olsen in Dawn of Justice and kill him immediately.
you could have had her as Jenny Olsen and still would have had him as the best friend to Superman. You could have done that.
Well, they didn't. They just
Okay.
killed him.
Yeah.
They killed him.
Look at this. It's Ash.
Dust. Just throws it in his face.
Oh god, that's an old fucking reference.
What's the
I know what it's off.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Ah,
Oh no, I forgot it now.
what is it? What are you talking about?
What's some film where like the bad guys and they throw sand in the hero's face or something? It's like oh, I should have just done that.
Ah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, look what you did to my home, and distracted by throwing.
That's true. Alright, so here we go. Zod v Superman. Right. So
I want to choose so much scenery, but we've destroyed all the scenery around us.
okay, Zod in theory has, in terms of fighting combat, Zod should technically have the advantage. But then again, scientists in Krypton are quite tough, so we don't know exactly how good. Zod technically has theoretically the advantage in terms of battle. However, Superman has victory in this because he's used to living on this planet.
Yes.
He's used to his powers. That is how it is. That's how it's determined in terms of the
Yes.
victory. Had Zod had the same experience and exposure for as long as he had, it would have been a different story. Superman still would have won because clearly he can't beat a scientist.
But Superman's not a scientist. He can be whatever he wants to be.
They had pictures of him being sciencey with the fucking
Yeah,
volcano.
that could be Jonathan Kent's science fair.
Jonathan
He's like, I'll go support you, Dad.
I'm proud of you, Dad. See this is the whole thing.
If Fantastic Four can prove anything, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can apparently apply to be in a school science fair.
Mm.
What? But I'm only 17 despite looking like a 30-year-old man. And every other competitor's like 10 years old.
See that I do like the idea of like Zod. The only reason Zod loses this fight is because he's struggling to adjust to his powers. That's the whole thing. That's literally the whole thing. Is he's legit struggling with his powers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, those faces were not people of, oh my god, what is going on? It's like, that was an inconvenience.
It was. Ah, next score.
Cherry?
Oh god, no.
Well, those canisters were as stable as the company's owner.
Yeah.
Hannah's explosive.
See right there, like from the fight, in terms of fighting combat, Zod does have the advantage.
Yeah, because he's got his Kryptonian suit is clear that he's more used to that.
No,
But he can't really keep up with Superman's speed.
no, he can't because he's not used to it yet. Because like
It's got its own speed.
because he can't. As you can see, he can't. He still technically can't fly. I do like that. Like because he can't fly, he has to use like the old scaling methods.
He can't even jump a single building,
No.
a building in a single bound.
Yeah, no, yeah. Useless son of a bitch. Like I do like that that is very good, very clever.
I do like this bit when it's he whacks Superman into a sign. Yeah, like 106 days without incidents. Wait. 0 days without incidents.
I've seen that. That's clever. See, it has its this movie has its moments, right?
I think. I actually kind of forget. I think it's more just the backlash really got to me, and I really, because I remember watching this movie when day one it came out.
He's learning how to fly. Oh no, he's taking his helmet off. Now he's learning how to fly. Yep.
You were waiting clothes also, Goku. This is just a Dragon Ball Z fight.
It is, and I love it.
Die, Frieza, die!
Oh god, that's actually the actual animation he uses for the
Yeah, in Injustice 2, is that?
Yeah, Injustice 2. Oh.
Yeah, have you not noticed that?
Nope. Very good. I like that. Very clever. Also, how big's Metropolis?
No, that's what I thought.
How fucking
No,
big?
yeah, exactly.
How big's Metropolis?
No,
No capes.
no, especially when you see that crater,
Yeah.
and then it pulls back, and all these cities, all this.
Are we in Gotham now?
Oh no, because apparently Gotham's still fine. Hey, we haven't seen them cross the river, so no.
That's true, but like, still, how big's Metropolis?
And wait for it. Wayne Enterprises, and this is why he really hates Superman, because he messed up his satellite.
Yeah.
Do you realise how long it took to get that up there? Oh no, Batman doesn't sound like this.
Don't you know how long? You gotta do robotic voice, because Iron Man makes money.
You gotta be whispering.
To your blade, you will.
Sound like you're trying to do. It's like Johnny Depp trying to do it. It's when he's speaking through his teeth.
I can see. Yeah, maybe. Wow, that was a really short fight when you think about it.
Yep.
People, right? He's choking. He's choking. Help me, people. Run! No, not the other way.
Here you go. They're not even the family's not even related by any means.
Yeah, fly.
Aim up, or just aim his head up. Aim his head up. You have control of it. Aim up. See. All right, where'd you stand on that?
No, I've got no problem with Superman killing.
Okay, fair enough.
At least, no problem with him killing
For a justifiable reason.
a character like a Zod, a Doomsday, a Brainiac, like the world destroyers.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he shouldn't go around snapping some guy's neck who just robbed a bank.
Right.
He's got to get to a point where he's got to have them at least. He's be able to at least beat them and put them away.
Right.
If he can't physically beat them hand to hand,
Right.
somewhat try to reason with them, and then try to get the upper hand.
Yep.
If nothing else comes to it, then he's allowed to kill. I'm fine with that.
Right.
Actually, I think I was always fine with this.
This was.
It's because it's the joke now. I'm like, I'll just run with the joke.
See, this was the big divide for a lot of people, was the whole Superman killing thing.
No. This was the big divide for me.
This.
That whole scene I like.
Right.
Because it's clearly.
It's the following scene afterwards.
Yeah, this bit was like. Clearly, that whole scene where he's hugging Lois is like.
Excuse me.
The fact that he just had to kill someone.
Yeah, he just had to kill. He just had to kill the only other person who has any similarity to him. It's like technically he's
destroyed his own race.
Yeah, he's committed genocide.
Yeah. But, and it's like the pain that was like I believe that was actual pain that character felt. And I was like, what are you doing? Trying to follow me home? Don't you trust me? And it's like, I think it's kind of hot. It's like, why end the movie on that line? It's like, it's so awkwardly delivered as well.
I think it should have finished on.
Also, I want to say, if I remember correctly, that character, like, this. Wait, let's see if it says a name on the thing. Yeah, it's Carol Ferris.
Huh.
Green Lantern's girlfriend. Was that a nod of agreement there, sir? Do you also agree that he's kind of hot?
Apparently, he didn't disagree with it, so he.
I mean, he's not an ugly man.
No.
Especially with that Mission Impossible 6 mustache. From all the fan art people have drawn of Superman with a mustache,
Yep.
everyone's artwork always turns out looking like Freddie Mercury.
This is not a bad idea. This is not a bad design. I'm quite happy with this. Is it like the pose when like putting his hand up like that and it's just a man? It's just
the cape on the back of it.
Yeah, that's you know what you know what you know what I think I've just found my thumbnail.
Nah.
I think I've just found my thumbnail.
No, you just found a new profile picture. That's what you found.
That is true. I have found.
Yeah. Okay. This is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he wearing a cape?
Because he wants to be a superhero. Every kid wanted to be a superhero. As a kid, I would have loved to be a superhero.
Yeah, but why do we wear capes?
But
Because we want to be a superhero.
yes,
Superman inspired that look.
yes.
How does he know what that is?
He just picked the first thing, and it just so happens to be similar to what it will end up wearing.
No, but like, okay, obviously we do know Wonder Woman exists in this universe.
Yes.
Batman will exist in this universe.
Yes.
And obviously the Atlanteans, the Amazonians, there are sci-fi elements that have been before and that will come after.
Yeah.
Apart from Batman, who at that point hadn't started yet,
Right.
Superman is the first superhero
Right.
in this universe. Okay, technically Batman as far as we know, technically Wonder Woman is, but she was kind of lost to history.
How did he do that? How do you walk into the building not without the glasses?
Yeah, but who cares?
No,
Because
no.
everyone knows who he is in this one, pretty much. I think the only one who doesn't is Perry.
Oh, god damn it, Perry. You're meant to be in charge.
Like, maybe Perry's really racist and he thinks all white people look the same.
You crackers all look the same.
Also, I will admit, he does have a much different hair. Obviously, no, we all know it's meant to be, but it's not just the case of a little curl. It is like going down his forehead. That is a completely different style of hair. And to be
Okay, she's well onto it. She knows it's
yeah. No, it's established she knows.
No, but no, yeah, that's not established until Dawn of Justice.
No, she figures out who Clark Kent is and that Clark Kent is Superman when he's telling her the story of how his dad died.
Ah.
Yeah, no, they found out she finds out instantly. There's no secret about it.
That's fair enough.
But she agrees to keep his secret out. He says you can tell my story, but just keep my name out of the story. And she.
So when he comes in saying Clark Kent, it's like she knows right
Yeah.
who it is. Fair enough. Right, so that's the end of the movie, folks.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I remember, but that was still very boring.
It was boring, but there was enough stuff in there to keep, at least content-wise, for a podcast at least.
No, I mean more. I'm talking about as a movie.
Is it end the credit scene?
No. The only one of these movies that has that is Suicide Squad.
Excuse me. Fair enough.
Because obviously, okay, it was a kind of established that Marvel do that.
Dawn of Justice have that?
No, everyone. Well, that's the thing. They didn't do that at the end of this one.
Yeah.
But while it was still established that Marvel did it,
Yep.
it wasn't like a thing that everyone had to do still by that point.
Right.
So I think a little people were annoyed. It was like, oh, you didn't do an end credit scene. That's annoying. What a shame.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the end of the world. everyone was furious that they didn't do it at the end of Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
They do it at the end of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And obviously that movie was obviously them attempting to marvel it up.
Right.
That because everything else was so forced, it was like you've clearly just forced an end credit scene that was never meant to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't do it again for Wonder Woman. So I think DC have decided we're just not going to do the end credits.
Right.
Which, to be fair,
That's fair enough.
yeah, because obviously since day one they've had the complaint they're just copying Marvel.
Right. So the one time they don't do it, everyone has a bit hissy fit about it. You know, I actually like the new Superman logo. Just out here.
It's a bit much.
I like it.
Just have a hope.
H.
I would have said have an S, but it's not an S.
Yeah, sure. Anywho, we made it through. It's just going through the credit scene. So there's nothing else we necessarily have to wait for.
No, it is more just a wrap up and any last minute thoughts, really.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we know Wonder Woman's the best one out of these.
Yep. But this
Hopefully Justice League will
but
be.
this is a
Oh wait.
He's 13. No,
Oh, wait, no,
no,
sorry.
no. It's alright.
No, that's what I was thinking. It's like, oh, he's 13 in that scene.
No,
Like, oh wait, no,
no.
Henry Cavill still plays him in that scene.
I like how we're still more asked about the math.
As someone who wants to know like the timeline of, would you say you're setting up continuity in a big universe film? I really do want to know the timeline of stuff.
I like how we're still more asked about the math than anything else.
I'm never gonna watch this movie again to know for me to go in and find out.
I probably will watch it again sometime. It's not bad. I don't think it's a bad movie.
It's just too much.
I left Dawn of Justice feeling okay and got angrier and angrier as I was left with my own
I
devices.
did the exact same with this. Actually, you know what? No, I did something even worse. I loved this movie when I walked out of the cinema.
Yeah.
I remember I went out and actually went and bought Superman comics.
Right.
Which technically, that's the best thing a movie could do. Is a comic book movie for you to do, is to make you go and buy the source material.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That was the same thing with me with Green Lantern. Because I don't like the Green Lantern movie, but it inspired me to learn about the character.
Oh no, obviously everyone at least know who Superman is.
Yeah.
If people want to know, but obviously most people just like, oh, it's the guy who could do everything. And if you actually do your homework, you learn he's not the guy who can do everything anymore. What was I gonna say then? But yeah, so I only saw it the once.
Right.
In cinema. Day one it came out, loved it, bought the comics. The comic I bought I wasn't that fussed on. I think it was still during the New 52.
Yeah.
And they brought out a brand new comic. I think it was called like Superman Unleashed.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. It was issue 1 and I was like, I don't care for what the story is they're telling.
Right.
Like it was like some other Kryptonian lands.
Right.
But obviously whatever it was I wasn't fussed by.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't care, I love this movie.
Yeah.
This movie's great. This is gonna make everyone see Superman in a brand new light, and it made me see Superman in a brand new light, and made me appreciate him a lot more than Batman.
Right.
But then, obviously, the reviews came in,
Yeah.
and everyone had their opinion,
Yeah.
and in my head, I started to remember scenes. It's like, oh wait, no, that bit wasn't good. Yeah, that doesn't make sense that happened. No, you're kind of right about that one. And I let the internet,
Warp your perception of it.
and every time I've seen it, it's because it's not wrong.
No, I'm not saying it's not wrong. I mean, you can listen through this whole thing. There are things I still rant about this movie. Like, Russel Crowe is a scientist and can still kick a general's ass. But the reason I still like this movie in general, because I like the change, I like the spin on it. Like, it's brought Superman back up into pop culture. It brought it back up.
But no, I will agree with that one. I'd say, but it's not what Superman deserved.
No.
To quote The Dark Knight, or probably to mix up the words, This movie Superman needed, not the one he deserved.
Oh no, I'm not saying it isn't, but
It needed a Winter Soldier-esque film.
No.
In the sense of
No.
because still a lot of people don't like First Avenger for Captain America.
Right.
Winter Soldier was the one that changed everyone's opinion of how you take a character
Yeah.
that wears the American flag, who's a symbol of hope, truth, and justice in the American way, Superman's own
Yeah.
catchphrase in a sense,
Yeah, I'm aware.
and makes him relevant,
Right.
and makes him a compelling character.
And where are we now with that?
Captain America is one of the most famous. Has went from a joke. Yeah, I'd still say in 2011. No, I'd still say even in Avengers, Captain America was the joke.
No, he is. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, think of it now, right? Think of it now. I'll admit, yeah, Superman, Captain America has now become a huge property name now.
I'd say probably more people prefer Captain America to Iron Man now.
No, I'm not saying that's the wrong thing, because it is. Like, Winter Soldier did change how people saw the movie, and it's like, how that gave it.
I'm not saying Superman needs an espionage film.
Oh no,
to that extent.
I understand what you're saying, but like, put him in a situation where his morals and conflicts would have been questioned. I still think this was this.
I personally think the movie this should have been is Superman versus the Elite.
No, the Elite needed to be. I don't think that. No.
Because that was the movie, the animated movie Superman versus the Elite.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's inspired by a comic book storyline.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't do that for an origin story.
Yeah.
If you're setting up this brand new world, I get why you don't do that one.
Yeah.
And obviously, you need more of an iconic villain than the Elite.
Yes.
But that film is what put questions Superman's role in the world.
I don't think it's
And proves how he can still be relevant.
No, I understand that, but I always love the scene. I always loved it in that scene where it's like when it looks like he's turned.
Yes.
And he doesn't. He's just proving a point. Like, I could easily do it. It wouldn't be that hard, but I refuse to do it because it's not how I do things. It's not how I value everyone's life and stuff like that. I like that.
Like, that's why I think what the character needed for this. It's because if anything, I first loved it when I walked out of it.
Yep.
I found a new appreciation for the character.
Yep.
Clearly, the rest of the world didn't. Okay, it's about 50-50.
Yeah, it's a split.
But I think this film did a lot more damage for Superman.
No.
Okay, maybe Dawn of Justice might have done even worse.
Yeah. No, that was Lex Luthor.
Oh no, I'm saying what I said was maybe this film did damage to Superman. Dawn of Justice definitely did damage to Lex Luthor. There's no maybe about it.
No, that film ruined, Lex Luthor ruined that entire film, because I was all up for it until they introduced Lex Luthor, because Jesse Eisenberg was when he got announced for it, I was like, I don't know, and then I was. The one thing I want when certain things get casted, I'd like to get proven wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Hell, even Ben Affleck to an extent.
Yeah, it didn't prove me wrong.
I even had hope for that casting.
I didn't. As soon as I saw that, and as soon as I seen the first trailer with him, I was like, God damn it, that's it. This movie. I understand I go back. I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from with the whole giving something different for Superman to conquer and stuff like that. But there's not a lot of situations you can put Superman in which he can't just overpower himself. If you forget, this is still the most powerful character in comics.
Oh no, that's what I do get that, but I think that's kind of where this film went wrong, because some of the best storylines for Superman, where it's like he has to come into conflict, it's where he has to come into connection with more of his human side.
Right.
Where this film focused entirely on his alien side.
Which brings me back to my original point of the whole Russell Crowe forcing him to be Superman, and Jonathan Kent.
But when your human side is that vague and confusing,
of
course you're going to go to someone who's got direct answers.
With the whole Jonathan Kent, it was a case. It wasn't necessary. It's not a whole about giving him vague answers. It's kind of like, figure it out for yourself. Don't just rely on a simple, this is this is that. You do this, you do that. It was a case of, he wanted him to grow up to be his own man, to grow up to be his own, his own.
By telling him not to make any choices of his own, let me tell you what you can and can't do.
No, he at no point.
Don't save those kids. Don't save me.
It's not that one. Okay, that was still stupid. But the kid thing was, he still didn't say he doesn't say yes to killing the kids.
He doesn't say no though. That's the thing.
No, he says maybe, because in his head he still figures. I want to protect my son. It goes back to that. He wants to protect his son. He wants to protect his son. So he feels the best way to protect his son is to hide what he can do. That is his way of doing it. He knows if anyone figured out who he is or what he can do, it's going to cause problems. And does it not cause problems when he becomes public?
No, but the thing is, going back to what I was saying originally, I get that. With the original version, in the original 70s one, I get a sense of that's what that. You can't join the team. Why not? Well, it is your natural skill. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you're here for. You're not here to throw footballs across the field. Across 50 fields.
Yeah.
You're not here for that. You're here for something great. Obviously, figure out for yourself.
Yeah.
But with the way it's written, the way it's acted, you don't what you're saying is he's trying to protect his son.
Yeah.
Because something bad's gonna happen if Superman reveals himself.
Yeah.
The way I get it in this movie, he's trying to protect himself, not his son.
What did he? How?
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. The way it's presented, I feel more. It's like that way. There's no line of dialogue that says "I'm in it just for me." It's not a case of that.
So you're just putting it down to bad writing and bad
like I said before. Yeah, that's why I said it was either the writing, it's either the performance, or a combination of the two.
I reckon had it been handled a little bit better, it would have come across better.
Yeah, because ideally, it should be Jonathan Kent presenting one view.
Yeah.
Jor-El presents another view, and Superman meets in the middle.
Okay, that's
always
fair.
what it should be.
But in this movie, I get the whole idea that with Russel Crowe, it's a case of because he has the suit ready for him.
Well, yeah.
No, so he obviously, it's not necessarily saying to him, do this. He's not deliberately saying to him, do this or do that. He's using persuasive talk to get him to do it. It's a mind trick type thing. He's like, you can do this, you can do that. He's basically selling him the idea to be Superman. And I'm not saying it's not a good sell. It's not a good pitch. He ends up buying into it anyway. Embracing isn't his own heritage.
Well, I'd say he was always in every version.
Right.
He is inspired to be Superman from his father's. One of them leans more towards it. It's either Jonathan's you need to be a protector for these people, but he's unsure whether he's ready, and that's why he keeps him a secret.
Right.
Or maybe it's Jor-El saying I give very essential to these, so you can be a beacon of hope kind of thing. Either way, one of them in some version of continuity suggests it.
Right.
But it's Clark's choice of how he goes about it. What kind of symbol he wants to be.
But from this movie, but in this movie, I don't get that.
No, I agree with you with that sense. But I go back to what I was saying before. Is if I was Superman in this movie, of course I'm going to side with Russell Crowe.
Obviously.
And I hate Russell Crowe. I do not want to side with Russell Crowe.
I understand that, but I'm saying the way that was handled is not necessarily how I would. Because that's why I'm siding more with Jonathan Kent, because it's more of a you can choose your own path type thing. I don't see it as a vague explanation of how to do things in life or how to do it, but I see it more of a you can choose to do this, or you can believe in yourself more or less and follow your own path. Not a I have this suit ready,
but
do or do not. There is no try.
No. But there's a bad side to being vague like that, though.
I understand.
No, because it's in the next one, in Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
Superman's going around and he's protecting everyone. At that montage where he's like he's helping those people on the top of the house. And then he goes back home to see Martha Kent.
Yep.
And she gives a vague. He goes there looking for solace. That's probably why he went to that priest, because he can't get direct answers from any of his family. They're all like, "Do you what you want to do?" It's like, he's like, "I can't decide. I need someone's opinion to help guide me." And like, you choose. If no one's giving a direct point of view for him to help guide an opinion, if it's biased or not, you still want an opinion of some kind, especially from someone you trust. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I don't know where I was going to go with that one, actually. I didn't. But it's like, of course he's going to go with the person who gives him the most direct answers, because everyone else is like, it's getting onto this conversation is really annoying me, because it's making me really angry. It's making me notice more flaws in this movie.
Ah, for God's sake.
I'm not saying in the whole movie, but just in this characterization.
This part's become its own separate podcast of defending this movie. This is what it has become now. The movie's been gone and finished for like a good 10 minutes.
Yeah,
now.
we're back onto the Blu-ray menu.
Yeah.
No, I've suddenly realised. In a video that's now deleted from... Actually, no, it's never put up, was it? The Suicide Squad review.
No, it was not.
A video we recorded about a year ago.
Yep.
Okay, so what, you don't agree with the way Eva Farber is portrayed in this movie?
Yes.
I also don't agree with... But you find yourself defending it, don't you?
I'm finding defending... the only thing I'm defending is the ideals of how the characters... I'm going off what we have in terms of the character. I agree that it should have been done better, but I'm only going off how it's interpreted in this movie. So I've taken my interpretation from this movie. I understand where you're gonna go with this.
Yeah,
but I will also defend my case for this in a minute. Go on.
No, but a year ago
Yep.
we did a video review for Suicide Squad.
We did.
It never got uploaded because it took too long to edit.
It wasn't a case of too long to edit. It was a case of we lost a lot of the file time.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, because for some reason we had to record it in 3 separate parts.
Yes.
At once.
And we never had the whole thing, even when we had it.
But probably the big huge chunk of that second part of the video, which probably went on for about 50 minutes on its own.
It did. It went on for a long time. Yeah.
Was you hating on Jared Leto's Joker.
Yep, I still do.
And me having to defend it, despite the fact I also don't like it.
Yes, because your defense was what was your defense?
It was more the potential it could have.
Yeah, yours was on the potential of yours. Yours was the potential. You were defending Jared Leto.
Yeah, I guess maybe it was.
You were defending Jared Leto. I was going against Jared Leto in terms of his performance. The differences between
I was more saying where to put the blame on it.
Yeah. Whereas with this, it's a case of like, I agree, the performance is done bad, but I'm taking away the interpretation of what we got from the deliverance. I'm not blaming anyone for being bad directions or anything like that.
Oh, I am.
No, I know you are. But I'm not blaming anyone for being in terms of the bad direction or the performance, right? Whatever. I'm taking the interpretation from the movie and how I would see it. Whereas this with the Joker debate we had, and I feel like we really need to have the Joker debate.
No, because that's the first Suicide Squad episode.
When we get to that debate, you were defending Jared Leto's performance, whereas I was going against it. That's the difference.
Okay,
I was going against the performance, not the ideals of the Joker.
I'm just saying it's. For me, seeing the parallels from this discussion.
Oh no, I do see the parallel.
It's now funny to see the shoe on the other foot.
Yes, like don't get me wrong, I do see the parallel, but I also understand where I understand it's not. It may come across a little hypocritical but it's not. I understand.
Oh no, I do these are two completely separate arguments.
Yeah, there are two separate arguments.
But
it is funny to see the parallel.
Yes. Okay, well, before this goes on for just a complete episode on its own,
I feel like we need to have a separate podcast where it's like we have one discussion about one thing because clearly we can go on forever with that.
I don't want to have this because we've been friends for like over 10 years now,
Yeah.
and I feel like if we do an episode of that, it's gonna end instantly, and one of us is gonna be killed.
It's gonna happen to Suicide Squad. That's what it's gonna be when we get to it.
So we went for. We should just do one each. Bring in a separate co-host each. So we'll have two episodes on Suicide Squad.
When we get, because you realize this now, what you don't realize what you've done now, do you? Because Suicide Squad starts in November. Yeah, it starts in November.
Oh, sorry, our episode.
Justice League is in November.
Well, it depends when Wonder Woman comes out. It could be sooner.
No,
November the latest.
But what I'm saying is Justice League comes out in November.
Yes.
We have to finish, which means it's at this current moment it's the end of July.
Yes.
It's August tomorrow.
Yes. Way to date this.
I'll date it. It's like we've got August, September, October.
Yeah, that's how the calendar works.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
November. So we have to watch 2 other movies, potentially 3, if one comes out beforehand. Before we get to Justice League.
Yes.
We are gonna have this debate of Suicide Squad at some point, no matter
Yeah,
what.
I was aware of this.
But sooner than we originally planned.
But you also realise that episode came out probably less than a week after we'd seen the film,
I'm aware of it.
compared to a year later.
Yes.
Opinions, but as someone who's put up a video of them praising Batman vs Superman on the
Right.
internet, it's now a year later regretting the decision.
Do you think my decision has changed on Suicide Squad? My stance
I
on
know,
it?
but you're assuming mine hasn't.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, so
So you're saying this, but this argument might be over quicker than we think.
it might be.
Because remember, a lot of mine was that argument was, let's wait till the extended cut.
Yep.
We've had an extended cut since then,
Yep.
which we will be doing the review to.
Right.
So, before you set it up on another tangent then, I'm going to try to wrap this one up now. So, well, that went from, the credits were rolling for us going, well, that was a boring movie, to a very heated debate during the credits of the film that had no post-credit scene whatsoever. Well, that took a turn for probably the worst.
I don't think it wasn't like a massively heated like.
I felt it.
It was a civil debate.
Civil War.
Comparing that to compared that to the Joker one.
I'm trying to get away from this, dude.
I know. I'm just saying. Oh, alright.
Yeah, compared to what that debate, which thankfully never came out, because if that debate had ended, had continued the way it was going, that would have been a snuff film.
It
by the
would,
time.
yeah, it would have. Anyway, well, let's wrap up.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this kind of episode from this film.
No, but it is.
I'm kind of wishing we'd landed on Fast and Furious now. I think you are too.
A little bit, yeah.
The family. But yeah, that was our thoughts and opinions
Yeah.
on Man of Steel.
Yep.
A little bit of Dawn of Justice. It
Yeah.
turns out quite a bit of Suicide Squad towards the end. But, wait, do we know what we're doing for next week?
Nope. We haven't got a thing.
Yeah,
We'll do it after. We'll decide afterwards.
Yeah, okay, so next week we'll have a mystery episode. That's at this moment a mystery to us.
Yep. There'll probably be like another trailer for it leading into it, maybe.
Oh, cool. It'll be a mystery for me then. Yay!
Yeah. Wait, you're giving me permission to pick a movie?
Oh no, what have I done? I suddenly regret my decision.
Go on, wrap up. I'm gonna pick the movie now.
Okay, well, yeah, this is our opinions on the first DCEU movie.
Yep.
And for the next one, it's not going to get any better.
Nope.
It's probably going to go downhill for quite a while.
Yep.
But from Big Screen Heroes, I'm Mark.
I'm Charles.
You can now follow us on Twitter
Yay!
at Big Screen Heroes.
Yep.
We finally got that set up. We
Yeah, we
posted some posts.
Yeah, we did. Trying to do at least one a day.
Don't know if it's worth doing that, but okay.
I've tried to do one a day. It keeps it going.
You know, for like us, our only 2 followers, which are us.
Yeah.
But you know, we now have a Twitter set up. You can like and subscribe and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll promote that for once. Or you know, dislike and subscribe. Let us know your opinions. I'd wish you didn't.
Give feedback on how we can improve. That'd be a good thing as well.
Please don't, because I think we're perfect.
Feedback.
I'm egotistical if you haven't.
Feedback is welcomed.
But yeah, once again, I'm Mark.
I'm Charles.
This is Big Screen Heroes signing out.
See ya.
Up and away.